She was just there for the season.
Mic check, 1, 2. Krew Season Podcast. Ooh. We are back again. This is episode 122.
122.
Okay.
122.
Okay, my friend.
I see you put the B for the B. Okay, I see. I see what you got going. OT is in the building.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know Smooth is in the motherfucking building.
I'm D Trill AC. This is another episode of the Krew Season Podcast. How you fellas doing on this glorious afternoon, man?
Coolin'. Ready to pod.
Bless.
Goddamn me.
Love the new setup.
Yeah,
man.
Like y'all can see my kicks now, so y'all can see I really be spicy in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So now, since I know my kicks is in here now, I gotta wear different kicks every day. So y'all done gave me a reason to go buy some shoes every week.
It gave me a reason to glow up on you, niggas.
I'm wearing slides.
Come on, man.
Facts, man.
Catch me in my
Otis ain't know no better.
Catch me in
Talk about he want to change. Sit your ass down, nigga.
I'm comfortable. I know it do feel more comfortable. It feel less official, man. Less formal. You know, we done had our long table forever. You know, our little table.
Our crawfish table.
Crawfish table.
Cookout.
Yeah.
Card game table.
The money different. How your money looking? The money different. How your money looking?
You can say we had a crawfish board table. That one was funny. I ain't gonna lie.
That's actually the best tables to be at. We're gonna keep it being.
Right. I ain't gonna hold you, but yeah, man. So it's it's upgrades being made, man, and we not done yet. It's still under construction, but we ain't gonna halt the pod while it's under construction, man. There's more things coming, but we appreciate y'all being tapped in with us, man. Kenny couldn't make it today; he got caught up at work, but my boy done been on a hell of a run, man. Y'all gotta give him his credit.
Yeah, can't call him Kenny Kawhi right now.
Fact,
yeah,
showing up and showing the fuck out, man. So shout out to my dog,
Kenny T-Mac.
I can't do that.
I'm not gonna let y'all do my boy like that while you're here, man. I'm not gonna let that happen. Y'all is
No.
But he been putting up numbers.
Wow.
Lord have mercy.
Them numbers been crazy when he out. Yeah.
Look here, man. Today, man, the docket today. Let's get into this thing. First and foremost, man, rest in peace, Takeoff.
Damn.
Damn. I mean, I don't even know how to introduce that, man. You know, there's big Takeoff fans around this way. Salute to Migos, salute to Quavo. The whole QC, man, that is a crazy situation that happened, and you know, more facts are being ran down, more things will be revealed. They gonna catch you done it. We gonna get to the bottom of it. You know, but I did feel like it did make Houston look bad. You know, in terms of how that thing played out. So I'm not happy about that. But you know, again, in due time, facts will be revealed. But I just want to say, rest in peace, Takeoff. One of the best rapper in Migos.
That's a fact.
Call a spade a spade.
I definitely said that.
That is a fact.
You know, and he did not deserve to go like that. But you know, again, until more facts is revealed, that's all we're gonna speak on that. But let's get back to what it is that we do. It was a bunch of clips that was sent through to us throughout the week. All over the place, man. But we're gonna start. It was a clip about no man should listen to everything that his woman said. And when you hear that, right, it's like, oh, shit. But we're going to play it. I want to get y'all take on the context.
If your husband listened to everything you told him to do, he wouldn't be your husband. He would be your child. You see, there's a big difference between parenting and partnering. And marriage is supposed to be an opportunity for two people to come together with their own ideas, their own opinions, and challenges that you guys get to work through in deciding what is best for the both of you to continue growing and moving forward together. But your controlling spirit will trick you into believing that by you being in control and dictating what happens and when and how, that you will just feel better, that things will just be more efficient that way. But what I want to remind you of is that your controlling spirit is only an opportunity for you to lose yourself, build up a whole bunch of resentment, and eventually burn out. You understand? If your husband listened to everything you...
All right, she said you should not be listening to everything your wife say, and women, your man should not be listening to everything that you say. because when that begins to happen, then it begins to be a dictatorship more so than it is a relationship like it's supposed to be. You have a lot of men who, because they don't want to argue, right? They'll just let whatever the woman say slide. Hey, it is what it is, man. I don't feel like arguing, man. You got it. And what that does is that, begins to breed resentment and things of that nature, which she was talking about. So what's y'all take on that, man? Like, you should listen to everything your woman says.
I don't think you should. I don't think no one should, to be honest with you. We're going to keep it a bean. Mm-hmm. I think people need to have their own opinion and then attack it from there. You listening to somebody else all day, like, where your mind at? They could be leading you the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So I think it should be a mixture. You should listen to something, but you should also have your own opinion about a lot of shit too. You know what I'm saying? That way you have some type of identity. You know what I'm saying? Because listening to somebody all day, you know what I'm saying, like then you just have no identity yet at all. You know what I'm saying? You ain't nothing but a child, like the one was saying. You a child. So yeah, I agree with what she's saying. But I agree on both sides. Like, I believe a woman shouldn't listen to everything they man tell them to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of women been stuck out over the ages. So yeah, I think it should be both ways.
Yeah, I agree, 1,000%. Especially with me, if I feel like I were in a position where I can tell my woman what to do every single time and there's no pushback, I'm gonna feel like I can run over her. And I don't think any man wants that. Any real man. Mm-hmm. Now, if you want to be controlling, that's one thing, which we still don't condone. But nah, you should definitely be able to have a say-so. I'm not always right. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to work towards this common goal. I'm just trying to get to the finish line. However it look, let's do it. So yeah, I agree. If I got to tell you or you got to tell me, it's like you're a child. No guidance whatsoever.
Yeah. Again, a relationship is about both sides input being valued. Mm-hmm. And I think the mistake a lot of men make, and it stems from historically speaking, happy wife, happy life, things of that nature, right? Like, that's the messaging that's passed down. And it's like, if it comes to a dire situation, and as a man, you step in and make the decision, but most of the battles or most of the decisions made, hey, whatever she's comfortable with, just go with, you're going to be all right, that type of thing. But like I said, that begins to breed resentment because as a man, you feel like you don't have a voice in a relationship. And the thing about caving into a lot of those small battles, they may seem small, but they set the standard for how the relationship is going to run, right? Mm-hmm. So if I cave into a lot of these small issues that I just don't have a problem with, and I may not even really care about them for real, but what you do is you program your woman to feel like she has to make all the decisions. So in that big situation, when you try to step in, she's going to be way more resistant. Right, because she's used to making the decisions or she's used to having the final say. And as a man, that just should not be the case. Now, that's in my opinion. Everybody run their relationship different, whatever the case may be. But I believe that way because women are emotional. Women are admittedly emotional. So you can go as far as to stay unstable from an emotional perspective, depending on what time of the month it is. Right, so nobody that's under those conditions should have final say in anything. In terms of leading or in terms of leadership, unless they're an expert in that aspect of, like we always say, unless that aspect of what we're talking about, right? But day-to-day choices, no, because their emotions are all over the place. My wife tells me all the time, baby, today, I don't know why I'm just being mean to people today. Mm-hmm. That's just how I feel. I don't know why. I don't want to be, but I can't control it, right? And it's a lot of women that experience things like that, right? So imagine somebody like that making the final decision on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? So as a man, men are more logical, men are more reasonable. We are more pragmatic in that regard. Now, again, that's not saying that because that's the case, the man makes all the decisions, the woman don't add no input at all. But I think final say should be on the man. The woman counsel is very, very, very important. And, as a man, you should be able to differentiate. Okay, yeah, she right. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go with that. Mm-hmm. But don't just cave to it just because I don't feel like arguing or just because, hey, man, this is a small situation. Whatever, we can just, because you're going to program your woman to feel like she's alone in a relationship and that she has to make all the decisions. And she may be cool with that at first. And that's why I always say women think they know what they want, but they don't really.
Oh, absolutely.
And what I mean by that is if you women think that they want to make all the decisions. Mm-hmm. They think that they want to have it their way, right? But as a man, if you appease that, if you cave to everything, she'll begin to resent you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because she'll feel like, well, shit, what's the point of having you here? I'm the man and the woman in this relationship. I make all the decisions. Everything goes through me. This is super stressful, blah, blah, blah. Because you're not helping me. Mm-hmm. Right? And it's the same woman that asked, or not asked, but leaned into making all the decisions. So that's why as a man, you got to be able to factor all of that in and provide balance accordingly.
Right.
So
that's the thing, balance. I was listening to a conversation the other day, and they was talking about how today men, the reason why they kind of lean towards women making decisions or valuing their opinion so much or asking, what would you like to do, is because they say a lot of men are raised by women. And, you know, coming up, you kind of had to do what she said, in a sense. You didn't want to be on mom and dad's side. You didn't want to make her mad.
Facts.
All that good stuff. So it transferred to your relationship, doing almost the exact same things. Baby, what you want to eat? I don't know, you know. So instead of you saying, I really want this, I just want some Wingstop. I want this 8-piece. That's really all I really want. But you wait for her to decide, make something that you really don't want to do, but to keep her happy, you do it.
Right. Try to make the best of the situation.
Yeah, it's like small things like that. Like, we're not eating that tonight. This is what I want to get. And leave it at that. Now, if you want to go get it, it's not like you trying to start an argument. This is just what I'm in the mood for. You don't want it. So what you want me to do about that?
Right.
So just standing on your word and just being more confident. And it's in small things like that that really make a difference. So.
Yeah, well said, man. We're going to keep this thing moving. There was another situation in which they said a man that values a woman ain't letting her come out of pocket. So we're going to play. Whenever I hear this shit, I just say
out of pocket.
Simp, beta. That's just the first thing that comes to mind when I hear this thing, right? But we're going to play it. I'm gonna give him a chance. See what y'all take.
I definitely did this.
If a nigga really fuck with you, he not letting you come out the pocket.
Bring the crazy in for. What that mean? Got me fucked up. Bitch, you finna spend some money with me.
Help me, man. Help me,
You finna spend some money on. Yes, she is. Yeah. She ain't finna save her money with me. We finna invest in this shit.
No, I think he just need to get some more money.
No. How the fuck you saving and you spending
She saying
all
you
another nigga money?
Because this my whole thing. If you doing illegal shit,
I ain't what the fuck you talking about?
if you doing illegal shit, and if a nigga really fuck with you,
Damn, I wish she would have finished.
Bro, I don't even want to discuss it, bro.
There wasn't going to be no point, baby.
The moment she said illegal shit, get out of here. I knew. I'm out.
The moment I heard her voice, I knew.
That's true. That's real shit. That's real shit. We'd have never spoke.
Come on, man.
Never spoke. You hear me? I can't do nothing. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's CC walking. You hear me?
Oh,
that's CC walking.
What it is?
Child support chaser. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's CC walking right there. I'm cool. You hear me? I'm cool, man. Nah.
Like we say all the time, man, if you broke, just say that.
Yeah, man.
Ain't trying to come out the pocket? You crazy.
Come on, baby.
I'm not asking you to come out your pocket all the time. I'm not. But you coming out your pocket for something. We leaving here with something.
Hey, what man?
I'm from around the way.
You understand me? Hey, what man you know is asking a woman all day to just come out her pockets, bro? All the time. Like, he just not willing to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's just a byproduct of having a man, ladies.
A real man.
You know what I'm saying? Having a real man, ladies. He gonna give you his last regardless. He gonna try to do for you even if he can't do for you.
You wouldn't even know that it was his last.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's shit, like, bro. But for you to sit up there, the first thing out your mouth is, if you doing illegal, that tells me a lot.
I need to know, man.
You know what I'm saying? Everything about all the dudes you ever chasing, all that type of stuff. Like, come on, man. You don't just... I ain't got nothing good to say, so let me close my mind.
She don't want a relationship, obviously. It seems like she want to pick on this person, that person. When I say pick on, I mean prey on those type of men that's willing to just give it up like that.
Right.
Because men of some type of substance not going for that. I don't know why they think that it's going to work in their favor when it's not. They see right through that bullshit.
And then they try to use them same principles on a regular cat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you getting bread, you try to use street principles.
Right.
On a Samaritan, so to speak. That's what they would call them. Like, that ain't gonna work, baby. That ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? You might get away with it if you're fine enough, but eventually you got to be able to be presentable and present yourself well for him to take you places.
And she ain't one of them.
Then you ain't one of them.
Just call a spade a spade.
You know what I'm saying? So you won't even make it that far, baby. You may get a few dollars out of them, but what's a few dollars to a man making it for real, getting it every day, never got to look over his back? That ain't nothing. A few dollars ain't nothing. He was going to spend that regardless with or without you. Mm-hmm. He was going to spend that regardless with you being in that position or another woman being there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just a placeholder right now, and obviously you ain't the right one.
You ain't holding your goddamn place.
So, get out of here, man.
Yeah, I didn't just reach the age and just the point in my career. Shout out to Big Body Vince. At this point in my career, I can't deal with women like that.
At all.
But that's real. It's just like, man, like what O said, as soon as I heard her voice, I said, nope. Cancel, over. Nope. That type of woman, hypothetically speaking, from I'm single, I'm happily married. Salute to my baby.
Yeah.
But if I'm single, I would not even look in that direction. Like, I don't even want to be associated with that type of woman, right? Because any woman with her own bag, first off, does not talk like that. And for two, is not coming up with that same, rudimentary mindset thinking like, they gotta pay for everything. I don't gotta pay that. It's just like, what? Like, women with their own bag don't even care about that type of shit. It's just like, what? I got my own bag. And just like Smooth said, how many niggas you know? Let me rephrase. How many real men you know is going to let a woman pay for everything? That's not going to happen. Let me rephrase it quick. How many real men you know are going to let a woman pay for most things?
Come on, man.
Half of things. More times than not, the man is paying more. That's just what it is. Even if they quote unquote splitting the bills, more times than not, the man is paying more to share. That's just what it is. Yeah. So, but let them talk. And again, it's very rudimentary, very elementary, very beneath me. It's another thing that's the problem. A lot of people was raised, my moms and stuff. Hey, man, don't nobody's beneath you, nobody's under you. Don't act like that.
Fuck that.
I'm here to tell y'all that's not true.
They lied to us.
They lied to us.
They lied to us.
I love you, mama, but y'all lied to us, man.
About a lot of stuff.
There
y'all lied
is
to
some
us.
people beneath me and beneath it. Yes,
that's a fact.
That type of mindset is beneath me.
I wouldn't, bro. She'd have opened her mouth. Mindset. I'd have left her at the table if I was taking her on a date. Hey, let me get 2 checks.
2 checks.
2 checks.
Yeah, bro. It's just,
you ain't gonna pay for my 2 checks.
I say like women that I'm interested in, bro, they gotta be articulate, they gotta be intelligent, they gotta have their own bag, and they gotta have on there. So hypothetically speaking, if I'm single, the standards are super, super high.
She the type of woman will still wear her bonnet in public.
Right. And she
can't talk to you.
And she ain't even, I mean, come on, bro. Could you imagine bringing something like that to like a corporate meeting at the job or something?
You got to give her that prepping in the car. Hey, look, you don't speak unless spoken to, and you say 3 words and you get up out of there.
Who want to do that?
She want to do that.
You got to give her that briefing in the car. Don't touch nothing.
Look at nothing. Don't ask for nothing.
Matter of fact,
you ain't getting nothing.
Matter of fact, keep your eyes closed.
I don't even want you looking at shit.
Don't even breathe too hard.
And shout out to Lavelle Crawford.
Shout out to Lavelle. Hey, that's real, bro. Like, nah, bro. I don't want to have to get nobody no briefing, bro. Get out of here.
Yeah, so like for all of the young dudes watching this, man, like when you picking your woman, factor that in, bro. Don't just look at how bad she is, how fat the ass is, how pretty she is in the face. Think about when you get that good paying job. Mm-hmm. Can you bring her to the corporate events?
Exactly.
And if you can't, that's not the woman that you should be taking serious. That's just a fact.
Or even for the street dudes or hood dudes coming up, bro. Bro, you ain't gonna be hustling forever. You're not gonna be around that street life forever, bro. One day you gonna get it together. You get what I'm saying? Like, please make sure you got the right woman with you. Please, and she can be hood. You know what I'm saying? But just know where to place that hoodness.
Yeah, she gotta be able to flip that switch.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. And we just heard something that just she hasn't made it to that level yet. I ain't gonna say she'll never get there, but she haven't even seen the door for the level. So yeah, leave stuff like that behind, man.
And I ain't trying to profile, but if you had to paint a picture, you could.
I see what he's saying. Nah, you is trying to profile. Well, go ahead.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
You could do it.
If you close your eyes.
If you close your eyes. I'm going to leave it at that.
Right.
I'm going to leave it at
right
that.
There.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, man. We're going to keep this thing moving, man. Prayers to all parties involved. This is the clip that was sent to us about 200 times. Hell of a clip, right? They was interviewing a guy on the street, and he was speaking on the issue that women have in today's era. We're going to play this clip, man, and we're going to break this thing thoroughly down.
Yeah, I want to do that.
So what you say?
I said women don't like dudes who got their own, who don't need them. They rather deal with men who are not that intellectually aggressive, who gonna let them say what they want and do what they want. They rather deal with a man like, not saying you like that, but most women out here don't want to deal with a man who gonna say, baby, nah, don't wear that. Nah, baby, don't talk like that. They don't really want to deal with that. They rather deal with a dude who let them say and do whatever they want to do. And they think if a man be a man, he's toxic.
So my question was, do you fuck with a real woman?
Let me answer that question.
And the reason why I asked is because if you fuck with a real woman, she's going to agree with you. Hey, maybe I shouldn't step outside wearing this,
I respect that,
this
baby.
nasty ass shit.
Let me answer that. This the problem. The real woman is standing too close to the hose, so we don't know the difference until we start talking to y'all. No, listen. I met a lot of women. It don't mean, I don't care if they from the hood. I don't care if they got two parents. They interests are the same. It's like right now, right? If you see 10 lions coming down the street, are you gonna try to figure out which lion gonna bite your ass or not? You're gonna be like them 10 lions. So unfortunately, the real woman agree with too much shit that these hoes is on, so we don't know the fucking difference.
First off, man, salute to, let me give him a round. Salute to bro, man. And I think that's the Desirable Truth brand. So salute to that brand. That is a hell of a point. He said that it's hard to tell the real women because a lot of the real women are standing too close and agreeing too much with the undesirables. What's y'all take on that, man?
That's real, man.
We got to get bro on the live or something.
Hey, man.
Got to get bro to preach a little more.
Hey, that was real, man. Like, damn. That's my first time hearing that, too.
Boy.
So I'm still processing that. But
been going
he
crazy.
right. He right, bro.
That's literally, he just said it in a more eloquent way. But that's literally what I was saying last part. That's exactly what I was saying last part. You got the good women and you got the hoes. And a lot of times you have the good women wanting to be like the hoes, thinking that that's what men want. When we telling you, nah, baby, that's not what we want. And then you acting like them and you want to dress like them, but you want to be labeled like them.
You know what's crazy?
You know what I'm saying? That's
with that statement there, I think, man, with them women, I feel like they looking at men and the totality of it all, like, oh, that's the women that men want to fuck when they have sex with and all that type of shit, right? But they not looking at, like, and that's the only thing they looking at, because, you know, like, the biggest cardinal sin for a woman is a man cheating on them and all that type, you know, all that goofy ass shit. But what they not looking at is that same woman is getting nothing at the end of the night but some dick. You know what I'm saying? In a wet cat. That's what the old timers would say.
Wet ass.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what they getting. They ain't getting no family man. They ain't getting no husband. They ain't getting, even if the dude married type of thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, you ain't getting nothing. Like, all you getting is some sex that he wanted. And then you going back to struggling and trying to find somebody to pay them bills. You know what I'm saying? And women, like, the good women look at that like, damn, that's the type of woman they want. No, he just want to smash this woman. That's it. He don't see no long-term relationship, goals, family, raising no kids with this type of woman. Now, in our community, a lot of men slip up early and have kids with these women, and then they go through hell. That's y'all fault. That's what you let 15, 20 minutes damage your whole life. You deserve that. You get what I'm saying? But that's not what we want, baby. That's not what we want. Yeah, of course, sex-wise, that's what we want. But presentable and introducing you to my family and my boys' family and having you at functions and gatherings and company meetings, I will never have this woman there. I'm looking for this particular woman. I'm looking for dressed up, you know what I'm saying, know how to handle herself. I can leave her in the room. She can hold her own. She can talk. She can deliver my message while I'm not there. Like, I am reeking all over this woman, and she know how to channel that energy into her perception of this shit too. So that way we always on one accord. If we gonna keep it a bean, a hoe don't know how to do that. Because them type of women, they looking for the next biggest dude that they can get on. You know what I'm saying? They can have a great guy right in front of them, but if a guy with some extra bread come along, he can be scamming. If he got more money than this dude, she leaving. You know what I'm saying? But a woman with some substance, she not leaving this good dude for a scammer. She know this temporary.
Right.
My life is gonna be on hold with you. I'm gonna be jail visits and all that and struggling. No, I'm gonna take what's safe, and that's the difference. But he right. Oh, the other dude right. Y'all all standing too close to the goddamn water hose. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all got y'all hand on the water hose, one in line like this here. We don't know who to choose. We like, goddamn, what's going on? So yeah, man, I get it, man. That was deep.
Yeah, I agree. I think, another angle of what you was talking about, which I see happen all the time, is a lot of the good women will validate how those type of women move when men try to shame them. Mm-hmm. And that's what he's speaking to in terms of like you standing too close, right? Because those same women, right, they'll say, well, I'm not like that. I don't believe in, wearing skimpy clothes or whatever the case may be, right? But when a woman does that and men say, look, that's the type of woman that I would never be with. Look at that. She look trash. She look slutty. Whatever the case may be, then she'll jump in and say, well, no, that's her body. That's her decision. You shouldn't be judging how a woman's, dress or how she carries herself, whatever the case may be. She's a grown woman. She can do what she wants, right?
Which is correct.
Right. But that is a form of validating or co-signing that type of behavior, right? So that's what he's speaking to. How can I differentiate y'all two when both of y'all agree with the same ideology? Or if you don't agree with it, you posing like you do. So now you fooling me. So if I'm looking at both of y'all and I say, okay, both of them believe in a chick being out here embarrassing a man wearing next to nothing online, this, that, and the third, because you stamping it, you co-signing it, even though you don't do it in your real life. So I think what he's speaking to is like, separate yourself. If you don't agree with that type of thing, stop co-signing it and stop maintaining girl code just because she's a woman. That's behavior that you don't identify with. Don't say nothing at all or denounce it the same way that the men are doing. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to maintain girl code. And when y'all do, it makes it easy for us to confuse y'all. So now I don't want to deal with either one of y'all. I'd rather deal with the woman who's not saying anything and just moving the way that I want her to move. Or she's denouncing it as well. So that's what, happens a lot of times, especially on social media. I remember when Lizzo, wore them damn pants to that Lakers game with her ass cheeks out and his kids all in the damn stands and you walking through the Lakers arena with your ass cheeks out. It's like, what are you doing? Men are bashing that, clowning that, and what are women saying? Her body, her choice. Y'all can't tell her how to dress. Don't, whatever. Y'all slandering her. Y'all fat phobic. Y'all this, y'all that. Coming up with all these phrases to defend that type of behavior, right? But if you ask these same women, would you do that? They would say, hell no, I wouldn't do that. But you stamping Lizzo doing it. So that is an example of what I'm saying. The good women, y'all need to separate yourself. The same way the good men need to separate yourself. If you don't believe in a man out here not raising his kids, this, that, and the third, you shouldn't be hanging with a man who's not raising his kids, this, that, and the third. You don't believe in a man out here conniving, finessing people, cheating, stealing, whatever the case may be. You don't need to be hanging with a man who's doing those things, because when you're hanging with him, that means you co-sign it. That means you agree with it. Or at least that's how the perception is going to be. Right. And if you don't want that perception of you to be that way, move differently. That's all he's saying. So, salute to bro, man. Women got to do better. I be like, that shit is so annoying. It'll be the most egregious thing that a woman is doing, and women would stamp it and co-sign it just because she a woman. Yep. And it's just crazy. I'm talking about from women cheating on their man to all type of stuff. We was talking about girl trips. All that, y'all can't tell her what to do on the girl trip. Well, how do we know what he was doing that provoked her to do what she did?
It's always something.
It's like, what?
Always something.
Like, some shit is just black and white, concrete. Hey, this is wrong. But not with women. If it's a woman doing it, they gonna reach for some validation. They gonna find some way to defend her. But when it's man, oh no, he's just wrong. He a terrible person. That's crazy. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be moving like that. That's ridiculous. It's no excuse. Blah, 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 blah. Hold women accountable the same way that y'all try to hold us accountable.
Men are always wrong. It don't matter what it is, what avenue.
Especially a black man.
It's always, as soon as they hear it, he was wrong. Don't matter what he did.
Period.
With a woman, it's, oh, let's find out this, let's find out that, or why did he make her do this?
Right.
And like all the time. All the time. Like you automatically believe a woman, which is, I get it. But it's like sometimes, man, just take a step back and just analyze shit first.
Bro, I literally seen a clip of a woman who had a bat. She was outside beating up a man's car, hitting the windshield, hitting the side.
What did he do?
Tearing the car up, doing all of this, that, and the third, right? Like so much so where like police was called, all type of stuff. She ended up getting arrested. And as the clip went viral, of course. And the first thing I do when these things happen is I go read the quotes. Because I already know it's gonna be some defending going on. So I'm just curious to see which angle.
Right.
Which angle they gonna take. And I think that same woman was trying to run her man over with a car or something like that as well. Oh no, I take that back. That was another clip. It's one trying to run her man over with the car and ran into the building that he lived in. He was sitting on the steps, and he's like, "Hey man, chill out, relax." And she tried to drive
I think
I've
seen it. It's like on the corner.
On the corner.
Yeah.
She drove it into the building.
Yes, fool.
And women are in the quote saying, "Damn, that's crazy." But what did he do to provoke that? He must have did something crazy.
Hey man, I'm telling her to chill. I ain't knowing nothing. I told her I don't want her no more.
But let me take that same situation
and flip
it around. It don't matter what she did. How is this man trying to hit this woman with his car? He arrest him. This is a criminal. I can't believe how
give
he's
him
still
20
free.
years.
And you know what else? Then they'll put all men in that category.
Right.
How can y'all let this man do this to this woman?
Ain't nobody else on the block but them two. How all men? I don't know.
I'm telling you, bro.
I don't know, man.
It's just crazy, man. So yeah, like in summary, the good women, man, y'all got to separate.
They fake feminists for real.
But yeah, so we're gonna get to the next clip. This is the original clip of Bro. We're gonna play one more clip of Bro, but this was the first part.
Okay.
When we just played was the second part where he was speaking on just how women are scared of real men in 2022, man. So we're gonna play the clip, get y'all take on what Bro had to say.
Why is dating so hard?
Social media got these chicks thinking that they got something that they don't have. So they only fuck with niggas who got bread.
Jersey.
And then turn around and be mad when them type of dudes who got a bunch of money want every bitch. These same bitches will turn around and pay Chris Brown $1,000 to take pictures with him. You feel me? See, hold on. They charge broke niggas to chill with them, but the more money you got, the less you got to spend. See, women only want to deal with dudes who don't have no opinion. That's why you see a lot of these bad chicks with these goofy ass, soft ass niggas who ain't gonna challenge them on nothing, who ain't gonna ask them no questions. Any man that got his own shit taken care of, don't need their money, don't need their pussy. They don't want to deal with a nigga like that. They want a nigga that they can talk to crazy and disrespect them because they don't want no structure. They scared of real men, you feel me? Because a real man ain't gonna let them talk crazy and do all that goofy dumb shit.
So modern day men are more feminine more than ever.
Definitely.
Why is dating so hard?
Definitely.
Shout out to Bro.
I felt that, Jimmy. Definitely. You can see it in the world today with all what's going on. I ain't gonna speak too much on it, but you can see it in the world today, man. Women gonna get our leads back. Women gonna get our what's his name, Kareem and all them back, man. Women gonna get all that Bill Russells. Women gonna get them back. That's when we gonna stand for something. But right now, man, look like everybody got a skirt on.
My man say that women are scared of real men in 2022.
Absolutely.
Man. They need followers. They need yes men.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Going against their program is hard for some of them. Unless they can trust you, unless they respect you, you gotta do what they say.
And all the women that deal with them type of dudes, they be cheating on them with the real ones,
right?
And all they doing is giving the real one sex. The real one ain't coming out no money, nothing. All you getting is sex.
You got that man working hard, paying all your bills,
all that,
rubbing you, doing everything that you want him to do, and then getting dick from Pee Wee.
Yeah. Right. And then on top of that,
because Pee Wee telling you shut the fuck up.
That's real. That's real. And then on top of that, the one that's paying all your bills, he just so happy to be there. He don't even realize he don't fit no more.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
He don't even realize he don't fit no more, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. You know, those women spend $1,000 to take a picture with Chris Brown, but charge a man who ain't famous to spend time with him. Or a man who, you know, is less known. You'll charge him, hey, you got to spend a bag on me. You need to be paying for everything. You need to be doing this. He say the more money you make or the more popular you are, the less you got to spend it.
That's real.
That's real.
That's real.
If she look at you like that, like I said before, it's certain women that come with a price tag, but it all depends on who you are.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can get it 50% off. You might get it free that night.
Hey, if you that lit, you gonna get it 100% off every time you run into them.
You get a BOGO.
Because she's so happy to be in your presence.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a backdraw to that too. If you on the other end of that, these women are so shallow, dog. You're gonna have to spend everything for her to say 2 words to you all night. That's crazy.
And sometimes the funny thing is, sometimes it only take one time. You gotta spend something light. Say y'all go on a date, $150, $200. You see her for the next 6 months, you ain't spend a dime.
That's real,
bro. But the entry fee, you know what I'm saying? To me, real. My analysis, I feel as if they don't want it to be straight transactional. They want to feel like they got something out of it.
Yeah, they want to lie. They want to be lied to.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. They don't. I can't just give you $200 of cash and be like, "Hey,
I get that
$630."
I got something to do for $8. Got something to do for $8. Let's just go and get it in.
But you could take a little light date. You could take me going out, get a couple drinks, and you know what I'm saying, if you want to smoke some hookah, we could do that, and then end the night at our place, one of our places. Yeah. But I can't just hand it to you. Like,
yeah, I mean, just growing up, man, you just begin to see certain things. You know, when you raise in a household, you know, your mom or your parents, and so they teach you like, hey, man, value all women, put them first. You know, take care of her. You know, you want to be a gentleman, you want to pay for everything. You want to assert yourself, be initiative, all of that. And then you get out in the real world and see that shit don't work. Mm-hmm. And then you get out in the real world and see the more popular you are, the more money you have, the less effort that you got to put into most women. That's just honest. Not at all a select few women who not fazed by that. They driven more on their moral base. And those are the women you marry. Mm-hmm. But that's not most women. Most women can be easily influenced to do whatever.
Yep.
Based on how much money you got and based on your popularity level. So it's really crazy. It goes back to what I say all the time about women having 2 sets of rules. They got a set of rules for the guy that they like. They got a set of rules for everybody else. The same dude that they'll require, let me rephrase, the same 10 dudes that they'll require, hey, I need this amount of money spent on me. I should never reach for my purse for a date. I should never do this. I should never do that. Is a man that's on the side or the man that's behind the scenes that's smashing without giving 95% of the effort that you give him. He literally just responding to text messages, responding to calls, dealing with her at his convenience, not putting in no effort. He ain't had to plan one date, ain't had to be creative at all. But she giving that man the ass unlimited. And then for you, she got you jumping through hoops, paying for dates, being, showing up to a job with flowers and bouquets and edible arrangements and all type of shit for a chance at the ass. That's the game. That is the game we in, and that's what he's speaking to. You know what I'm saying? So what that does is that begins to confuse the field in terms of how men are approaching these women. But if y'all had the same standard for everybody, then y'all would run into less issues. But y'all like to bend based on how much you like a dude. And ironically, when y'all bend, y'all set a standard for the type of effort that man is gonna give you. So what y'all will do is, for example, y'all will bend for the man y'all like. And then let's say, for instance, he does miraculously cuff you, which doesn't happen much. We're going to keep it real. He going to bleed your ass for the benefits and move on to the woman he really like. But let's just say that he cuffs you. You set the standard. I don't have to give no fucking effort to please you. I don't have to give no effort to reap the benefits of what it is being around you, the cooking, the cleaning, the exclusivity, or none of that. I can show up, give half-ass effort, and I'm going to do whatever I want to do with you. So how do you feel like that's going to change if y'all do happen to get into a relationship? And this is why I tell women, have the same standards for everybody. Because when they bend or when you lower them, that is the new normal that you setting for that man.
Or if you gonna shit, I'm with that too. But if you gonna break them, just know that man is temporary.
Right. True.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
But we gonna deal in reality, man. If you gonna break it with a man, bro, or with a woman, you gonna break your moral code and all that shit there and let them do what. Hey, know that shit temporary.
Right.
Don't try to force relationship duties and man or woman. You know what I'm saying? Like qualities on them. Just know what you there for. You may be there for a good time. Treat it like that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be there. Don't say you there for a good time and then you 2 months in and you trying to see where y'all at. Like, come on, man.
Yep.
You know, y'all got to keep it playing with yourselves, man. Everybody want to play the game. We all thrust into the game, bro. You got to know how to play this shit. You get what I'm saying? Until you out the game, till you married and all that shit, you move from the game. So while you in it, play it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not worthy of you giving them your intimate time and seeing where y'all can take it. Some people you can only have fun with.
Yeah.
And you gotta understand and then don't take that away. Right? Hey, go live your life, get your experiences up, see what you do and don't like about people and all that type of shit, or in your relationship status. And then find somebody you can settle down with. But just know, like, if you're gonna break your moral code, put them in this is temporary. You get what I'm saying? Because where we at right now, we can't do the hell. You might be able to double back with somebody a couple years later and then y'all step into something real. Mm-hmm. But while y'all having fun, keep it as that. Mm-hmm. Keep it as that, man.
And you could tell, too, just like with some women, especially like that video that we previously played with the girl talking all loud and shit, talking about cannot come out of pocket.
Right.
Like, you can tell, too, that women like that haven't experienced men that they actually like either. Because women that like men, they gonna spend some money.
That's a fact.
That's just what it is.
Real. That's just real.
They coming off the break.
Any woman that like you for real, she gonna spend.
They coming off the break.
Spend.
Women are bigger tricks than men.
Yeah, that's real.
But continue.
Just I thought about because they try to operate as if they be wanting us to operate how they do. Mm-hmm. So like if they randomly at the mall buying stuff for them, oh baby, I thought you would like this shirt or I like you like so they buying gifts like that. We don't really operate like that for the most part. Here and there, yeah. But like that's how they operate. So they expect you to be like that. But again, so women that spend money, those ones that's trying to be in your life some kind of way. They at least like you.
Yeah.
But the woman that's constantly trying to get you to feed them and pay for this, pay for that, they just looking at you as a trick. That's just what it is.
Yeah. Simple and plain, man. Again, bro, boys got to move right. If y'all want the results y'all want, man, y'all got to set that standard and stand on it, man. It's the only way that you're going to get somewhere having. If your standards are all over the place, you're going to get all over the place in terms of the type of man or the type of woman that is drawn to you. So, figure out what that is and stand on it. We're going to keep this thing moving, man. It's another clip they was sent talking about toxic men demand the most peace. We're going to play it, man.
Getting sick of men saying that. I want a woman to be my peace. No, you don't. You want a woman that won't question you when you bring in chaos in her life, talking about be my peace. How you want her to be your peace when all you doing is bringing nightmares in her life? And every time she speaks up, you say she's disturbing your peace. Of course she is, because you cheating. You ain't available. You don't validate her. When you say you want a woman to be your peace, you mean you want a woman that don't speak up for herself, that don't call you out on your motherfucking bullshit. If you not doing bullshit, shit is peaceful. You don't even have to say be my peace when you are bringing peace. What peaceful ass nigga has ever had to say be my peace? The chaotic men, the disrespectful men, cheating men, the men that got fucking problems, the men that want to have their cake and eat it too, those are the men that scream, I want a woman to be my peace. Getting sick of men saying that. I want a woman to be my peace. No, you don't.
That's a fact.
That's up, boy, from Eight at the Table.
I'm not sure. I know they be on that tonight's conversations tonight for that little card game. They be
okay.
Do that.
Okay.
That's a fact though.
Yeah, they say toxic men want peace the most, man. What y'all think about that?
I haven't said that ever to my wife ever. I want some peace.
I need some peace.
Type of goofy ass shit is that. You know what I'm saying?
I said it on the pod, but I ain't never said it to my woman.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't walking in no crib saying that, bro. If I even got to say that, bro, I know I'm in the wrong relationship.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That is a fact.
I'm out, man. Let me get up out of here. So, yeah, he right, though. You know what I'm saying? Dudes coming in there with all that chaos. I just want some peace after you done beat down 3-4 lives. Yo,
you made shit chaotic. Got shit chaotic in your head. Like you coming home thinking she on the edge. She just trying to spend some time with you. Hey, nigga been gone the whole weekend.
You know what I'm saying? In the same city. Stop answering his phone. What?
Why you keep bothering me? I just want some peace. I'm trying to text my hoes in peace.
And you getting in the way. You in the way.
Yo, man. Hey, man.
What you mean we ain't been on no date in 3 months? God damn.
I could have swore I spent some money on one girl. Oh, that wasn't you?
Oh, that wasn't you? My bad. You right.
Yeah, man. He ain't lying though. Shit.
Yeah, I would agree, man. I think would y'all boys say that the type of man in which we speaking like that kind of dictates the woman's behavior in a sense for most women? Would y'all say?
In what way? I need a little bit more than that.
Okay, like say for instance, like on panels on YouTube or just women in general. Like there are a lot of women who could be labeled as masculine or be labeled as super aggressive or like, uncooperative or it's hard to agree with, whatever the case may be. And they may be labeled that way by one man, but then they'll get around another man or another group of men and they be super feminine and super agreeable and super cooperative. So in that sense, do y'all feel like the type of man can dictate the behavior of a type of woman? I mean, of most women.
Yeah, man.
I think most. Absolutely. You got that one group that's just who they're gonna be, no matter what the environment they in. But there are women we've seen all across internet, YouTube. They'll act one way, get in front of a masculine person, and you be like, that ain't them. You've never seen them in that type of light. You've never seen them be non-combative, but then they, with a certain guest or whatever, now it's, the tune kind of changed a little bit. And now you don't necessarily empathize, but you can kind of understand. Like, now I can understand your point of view. Now I can kind of see where you're coming from. Now it makes a little bit more sense. May not still agree, but when you're in a different realm and you're talking a little bit different, you're not just loud, rambunctious, disrespectful, then it kind of comes off a different way. So, yes, when you in a room full of different men or just another guy in general that you feel has that masculine presence, respectful presence, then yes, they definitely will do a 180 if need be.
Yeah, I would agree. I like the type of leadership is important. That's in any aspect of life, whether it's relationships or whether it's a corporate office or whether it's a football team or basketball team, whatever. Like that team is gonna take the shape of the leader. Just what it is. So if he's, super aggressive and super rambunctious or whatever the case may be, then the team is generally going to be similar to that. If he's laid back or, whatever and chill and, whatever, the team is going to resemble that. If he's a hard worker and he's, on point all the time and shit, the team is going to resemble that. If he's lazy, inconsistent, not showing up on time, the team is going to, exhibit that type of behavior too. So I think the leadership is very, very important, especially in regard to certain conversations, in terms of personality type with women. Because there's certain women, that are going spaces and they guards are just naturally up. You know what I'm saying? And then you have those same women that are going other spaces and they feel super comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to be way more, cooperative, way more, tapped in and fun to, encounter. So I think, the type of man makes a difference, especially in relationships. If a woman is with a, leader or, whatever the case may be, or a man that's about his business, a man that's on point, a man whose life has structure, she's going to come into that infrastructure and typically just fall in place. Most women. Now, that's not saying all women, because again, there's some women who just going to go their own way. That's just what it is. But I feel like most women, if they run into a man that has solid structure, solid infrastructure, and he's confident in what he says, and he's not concerned with going back and forth with you and winning arguments and shit like that.
Right.
It's just, hey, I'm gonna run it this way. If you want to speak, if you want to win, you want to be successful, then you will too. If not, then you can go your own way and try to figure it out, and that's fine. I'm not judging you for it. I'm not down talking you for it. I'm not bashing you for it. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get the message eventually, on your own. Life is gonna teach you. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So it definitely matters, you know. So, you know, in the aspect of what he's saying, he 1,000% right. Like, you can't be out here running the streets and acting a goddamn fool and then wonder why your woman is on your ass all the time. Yeah, she's going through your phone every week because you come home at 5 o'clock in the morning 3 or 4 times a week, or you out messing with these hoes, or you got chicks all on your Instagram, or you putting hard eyes under these chicks' pictures, and you know, again, just acting a fool. And it's like, well, damn, yeah, of course she's gonna question your loyalty, right? So she's gonna do that more so. But if you solid and you showing up when you're supposed to show up, you being a man of your word, you doing what you say you gonna do, you know what I'm saying? And she ain't never got to worry about that, then she's not gonna do that, you know, as often, you know, as most women do or whatever. So I think leadership is very, very, very important, and a lot of men don't understand that. We just want to do what we want to do, and then expect a woman to just, you know, cave and fall in line, you know, to the program. But you got to give her a program that's worth falling in line with. Mm-hmm. Simple and plain. All right, well, we're gonna keep this thing moving, man. Where was we at? Oh, okay, yeah, it was a clip. It was a clip about like how younger women don't necessarily listen to older women. Mm-hmm. And that may be part of the reason why they're in the predicament that they're in. We're going to play this clip and get y'all take on it.
The younger women have been complaining in my recent cleaning videos, stating that they don't feel like us older women should be telling the younger women how to run their households. They even complained that I had music playing in the background. So I'm leaving the music out today so you can hear me loud and clear. They say it's unfair for us to try to teach them about running their households because times have changed. They say our teachings are impossible because of the mental health struggles and depression they face in today's time. Sweet babies, I could not agree with you more. You see, the women that were born during my time and before me did not have the resources that you have today. Mental health struggles and depression in women wasn't taken as seriously back then. Many of those women had to deal silently with their pains while continuing to work and take care of their households. They didn't have the transportation systems back then that we have today, so if they couldn't afford a car or the bus, they had to walk. There was no Uber. Homes and apartments didn't come standard with dishwashers. We had to wash our dishes by hand. Most of us didn't have washer or dryers. Either we went to the laundromat or we hung our clothes outside on the clothesline. Some of us could not afford vacuum cleaners, so we swept our carpet or we used rug sweepers. There was no money for McDonald's, so we cooked just about every day. We didn't have social media to go online and vent, but then again, we didn't have the time either. We depended on God for strength and the older women to teach us. We valued their wisdom because we knew they had been where we have to go. So yeah, back then is totally different from today. Some of the younger women have been...
All right, so she's basically making the point that because times were different, that the older women should show the younger women a bit more grace. Do y'all feel like, you know, do y'all agree with that statement, or do y'all feel like, you know, the older women still have a point that's valuable and that could teach them something, even though times was different? There's certain fundamentals and things of that nature that could translate. How do y'all feel about that?
I don't know, man. I'm in between on the shit because all this shit new, man. This new generation we in, these cell phones, these internet shits, and women having cars, and like she say, Uber, goddamn me, like women empowerment, all that shit. Like, women are just getting it, so they don't even know. The old generation don't even know what that feel like. You know what I'm saying? And then the new generation, to be honest with you, these new generation of women, they have no one to talk to coach them through this, because they the first ones. They are going to be the coaches for the next generation.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I think they just in the trance right now of just figuring it out for the next generation of women. That's what I think it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the right way to go about it as a majority? Of course, there are going to be outliers, and there's always outliers and certain things, but the majority pool of this shit, I think they figuring that out right now. And I think the next generation of, you know what I'm saying, like of the youth of women is going to have a lot of game and a lot of OGs that they can actually talk to and actually seeing it how they see it. You get what I'm saying? But right now, yeah, it is a super divide, and I feel it because them old ways are dead. We just gonna keep that a being. All that's dead. All that, you know what I'm saying, woman walking and a woman just only being the help, and you know what I'm saying, a woman basically having no opinion in the household, you know, as a mass. Of course, there were outliers during that time, but as a mass, like that'll never happen again. So yeah, it is a divide right now between them, between the and then on top of that, it's the same thing with men. I'm gonna keep it a beat. The same thing with men. Of course, the structure is the same as far as like go get some money and you can wheel some shit. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? But right now, this generation of black men, we, in a sense, money-wise, we are stronger than any generation has ever been. Information-wise, we are stronger than any generation has ever been. You know what I'm saying? We are more influential than any generation has ever been. Right now, we in a little pickle. You know what I'm saying? But in the totality of it all, like, we are actually the first to see if we can become Amazon. Let's see that. Let's say it like that. You get what I'm saying? To see if we can be a global success like a Walmart and Walgreens and all that. Like, we actually have glimpses of touching these type of things. Like, black people back in the day, I care less how funny you were, how popular you were, how much money you can get. They'll never let you put your hands on that. Not during that era.
Yeah, that's true.
You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think we are setting the bar in a sense, but we're actually learning on what the do's and don'ts are, so the next generation can do it better than us.
All right. Oh, you feel like it's a divide between the older women and the younger women, and you know, I want you to speak to her point as well about how older women need to kind of back up a little bit, give these young women a little more grace because times is different. What's your thoughts on that?
I just think both sides just need to listen to each other, because I think both sides have real valid points. I think back then, even just going against just everything that was going on with them not having as much resources and opportunities as they have today, like there was still a way that they carried themselves. And when I hear that, I think of like Monique. When Monique was saying, hey, baby, she came super calm, super, you know what I'm saying? The message was delivered how it was supposed to be. She wasn't yelling at nobody. Mm-hmm. She said, hey, baby, just when you know what I'm saying, come out the house, don't wear the bonnet on your head. Something as simple as that. Just look presentable. I understand that you may be catching a flight. I understand that you just may have got a rush to get somewhere and all that stuff, but just look presentable sometimes. Mm-hmm. And then you get a whole backlash on that.
Yeah.
Well, you don't understand what we got going on right now, and we so busy. We got to do this, we got to do that. So I just feel like we just got to listen to each other, especially with the women, man, because, I mean, yes, a lot of stuff right now is very new. Social media, you got different opportunities for women able to make money. It's just so easily accessible. So much attention, so much pressure. Like, they didn't have as much pressure back then as they do today. Right. Well, they did, but it's not magnified instantly. Like right now, it's like soon as you put a post up, you can go viral. Mm-hmm. They didn't have stuff like that back then. It took time to really get it on a big stage. But I think for men, I honestly think we trying to make a little progress. And this just is from my perspective. It might be a little biased, but when I think of like just men having conversations in general, I see a lot of men listening to older cats, listen to their experience. When I go to the barbershops, young men giving game to the old men, and old men giving game back. And when I'm just sitting back and listening, I'm like, everybody's dealing with the same issues. This issue's been the same for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about kind of coming to the common ground and getting past that shit. Because especially with us, I think one thing with men, I'm going to switch to the men a little bit. I think one thing that sucks is some men are afraid to get on that front line because they don't want to die. They don't want to, knowing that they have shit to protect. I know it's knuckleheads out here running the streets, being crazy, acting wild, shooting and killing young cats. But then if I say something, if I get on the front line and address the issue, then one of them niggas might try to knock me off. And I got shit to protect. I got a family, I got legacy, I got business, whatever. So I think a lot of men are, in a sense, kind of scared just a little bit because shit is out of control. That's just what it is. A lot of shit is out of control. So if I open my mouth and really try to address something, somebody may try to attack me or attack my family, which they know is my weakness. And so it's hard sometimes to address some issues. So with a lot of us, what we do is, fuck it, I'm gonna separate myself. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that I have nothing against them. It's just that I don't want to be in this type of environment. So I'm gonna take my family and my loved ones and I'm going across town, which we should be trying to build from within and getting each other stronger. But it's just so hard because people just not listening. You got two extremes almost. It's like going clashing. You got people trying to get out and you got other people like, fuck all that shit. You act in Hollywood. I'm staying here. I'm a rep mine. Well, you don't own shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's the fucked up part. And we just gotta, I don't know, man, come together and stop trying to be divided so much. We gotta just listen to each other and not be so emotional. Niggas be quick to want to fight and shoot when it's like, damn, nigga, just calm your nerves. You emotional right now. That's what you are. You really emotional. If I didn't slap you across your face, like, what are you trying to fight or shoot for?
You know what's crazy? We the only, from what I see, because, you know, I've been in this refinery world, construction world, like, going around and shit, bro. We are the only people, as far as black people, that's not together, and we've been here the longest with the Caucasian people. We the only people that still divide everybody else. The Mexican people, you know, so what Hispanics, let me say it like that. Hispanics, the Chinese, the Arabs, all of the Africans, Jamaican, like, bro, they come over here, they cannot like each other. They'll make money together before they let somebody else make some money.
Yeah.
Black people not doing that. Black people not doing that. We cannot like each other. We gonna burn that bridge down to make sure nobody get no money.
We messy too, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
See, again, just like we were speaking to before the pod, man, I think it's the difference between us and them is that when they come over here, they have a home base in terms of the country that they come from, in which they built customs, they built traditions, they built ways of doing things, right? So it's easier for them to stay together, you know, when they come over here, because it's like, we may not know what's going on over here, but we got home base to tie to, so we can create a little Italy. We can create, you know, a little China or whatever, and then we can have our customs and our beliefs and our ways of doing things to go on in this area, and we can thrive that way. But I think with us, just like you said, we was first ones over here, right? So we done been here so long to where we don't even remember what our customs are in the other continent that we come from. So the only thing that we remember is the customs that they instilled in us.
Yep.
And what they instilled in us is division. Dating all the way back from slavery. That's why you got house niggas and you got niggas that's working in the field, right? Because if I keep y'all divided, if I reward a few of y'all and keep y'all divided, then it's gonna be a crabs in the barrel type of situation, right? Because that's gonna create envy. One person gets up, and not only do they get up, but we talk about him like he's above y'all. We reward him like he's above y'all. So much so, brainwash him into thinking that he's different, y'all. He's above y'all. So now he's treating y'all different. And now y'all clashing and building resentment. So now everybody is trying to get to that spot to where they can be praised the same way the way that Massa is doing him. It's the same thing today. If you look at it in any custom, in any aspect, podcasting game, media game, comedy game, whatever, when one of us gets too high, because we're programmed because this person's getting high, this person's getting praise from Massa, who is the people who's leading these media companies and these big ass corporations or whatever, they backing him, they put money behind him, they praising him. This is the standard. And again, not only that, but they're gatekeeping everybody else who's trying to get up. So what does that do? That creates resentment, creates the mindset of there can only be one of us at a time, and I'm willing to cut my brother's throat to get to that spot of getting praised, to remove myself from these conditions that we in. So it's the same thing.
And then on top of that, the person that do get up there, if they do find themselves waking up, they gonna tear their ass down.
Oh, for sure.
Because they in the light.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And you wanna know why? Because of the mindset when they get up there, they just happy to be there. They're not getting up there with the mindset of, hey, I'm about to get up here, set, dominate, set standard to where I can just start bringing us up, sneaking us through the back door, and eventually it's gonna be enough of us up here to where even if they tear me down, I done brought 30 people up here to this level. They can't get all of us. But that's not the mindset. When you drag that crab out of that barrel, he just so happy to be out there, motherfucker. I'm willing to do whatever y'all say. I ain't ready to ruffle no feathers. Even if it's some shit going on that I don't agree with, I'm not going to speak on it if it's going to jeopardize my money. I'm not going to speak on it if it's going to jeopardize my status. And with that, like I said, it creates more of a divide because now the crab that's in the barrel looking up like, damn, this nigga, he done forgot where he came from.
That's a fact.
He ain't even looking out for us. It's crazy. But again, that's all by design. If you think about slavery, it translates.
Right.
But compared to these other cultures, like I said, they got home bases that they come from. They got customs that they got. And even here, they got embassies.
Yep.
They got unions. They got, corporations that
help them.
Yeah. What corporations do black people have? Because even in NAACP, white folks is affiliated with that.
Yep.
And tied in. In high ranking positions.
Yep.
Even our channels, BET, this, that, and the third. Black folks don't own BET no more.
Nope.
So you gotta understand, and why? It's because when that black man got into position, he became a billionaire, whatever it was. He wasn't thinking with, okay, I done built this shit into where I'm a billionaire. Let me bring some more of us up. We gonna make a Revolt TV. We gonna make this TV with this black person, whatever. And then eventually we gonna be dominating this media game. That wasn't the thought process. The thought process is I'm up, and then how do I get some more money? Sell this company. Let me go get some more money and retire with my 3, 4, 5 billion or whatever that they paid me for it. But now in doing that, you done pulled the ladder up.
Yep.
To where the people in the barrel couldn't even, you know what I'm saying? So, or he might have said some shit just like Smooth just said, to where they just knocked you out of position, forced you to sell your company. But either or is because when he got in the spot, he wasn't moving the right way. We see it with Oprah. Another example, right? They built her up. She was the standard. She was the standard. First black woman billionaire, all of that, own network, all that. Now, every chance she get when she goes into that media, she tears us down. All these youth don't know what they doing. They doing this, they shooting that. Like, she literally had rappers come on the show and she'll belittle them in the middle of the interview just because they rappers, just because they ignorant. Like, questioning their credentials to even be in the status that they are. Like, what type of leader in our community would do that? If anything, if I'm going to criticize you, it's gonna be behind the scenes. It's like, hey, bro, I feel like y'all doing a little too much. I need y'all to get this together. Y'all, promoting a little bit too much violence. So, hey, maybe y'all should think about going this way. Hey, y'all, but you don't bring them on national platforms and belittle them, or even not even bringing them on when you get a chance to speak on them on national platforms. You talk down to them.
Rappers ain't nothing but the hood news station.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just telling you what's going on in the hood every day. All day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And we are not the cause of the hood. We're going to keep that a being. You know what I'm saying? Like what? I was just talking to my wife about some good shit. Like, we had some deep conversations, but one part of that conversation was, like, what white hood do you know? Like, like when you walk into a big city, like, can you go into an apartment complex that's a ghetto or a hood that's all white people?
No, it's trailer park.
Trailer park. That's what's gonna be.
That'll never be in a big city though. That'll be in the country.
No, it might be in the city. They be ducked off though, and it'd be nice too.
See, it'd be in the country part of the city,
but ducked off at that,
so they don't see them. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't a lot of them. You may run into a trailer park thing that got 100 units.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
But you have projects right down the street from the NFL stadium.
You know
just like Green Bay. That's why they be talking about Green Bay a lot. They be like, Green Bay is this whole famed and all this. They say you go 2 blocks over, it's the worst killings and the shootings and different situations, top 5 murder rate, all type of shit right down the street from this place. White House, another example. Yep. DC, you go 2 blocks over and you in one of the roughest parts in the country. And
it's
who is
all
it? It's black folk.
Black people.
That's true.
That's it. You'll never see an apartment complex, you know what I'm saying, that's a ghetto and it's all white people. Or it's predominantly white people. You will never see that.
Yeah, you even go to Chicago, like back when there was Cabrini Green, different places like that. That stuff is 10 minutes from downtown.
But they outnumber us in America. What, 3-1, 4-1, something crazy?
Yeah, Americans make black people make up 13% of the country
13 right now. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we only make 13% of this country, but every hood, I care less where you go, every hood is dominated by black people. You don't think that's systematic?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. But which goes back to what I said. Like I said, we all know this. Even when we was in the hood, we could tell that it's systematic. So again, it should be steps being taken to kind of go against that. It's just like in spades, right? Like when you playing spades and like y'all got a dominant hand, but you can tell when the team against you is trying to undercut. Like okay, we gonna drop our books so we don't overstack.
Yeah,
you see it coming, right? Like you know it's rigged. You know the game is against you. So what do you do? You adapt. It's like, okay, y'all motherfuckers y'all try to lowball. Okay, so we gonna go this way. We gonna go this way, and that's what we need to do in terms of this, right? It goes back to me saying about when we get into positions. Stop just being happy to be there. We need to get to the position with a motive, with a plan. It's like, okay, yeah, these motherfuckers are letting me up. Okay, bet. So let me start my own company, which is why I salute Kevin Hart so much. People can say what they want about Kevin Hart, but he's doing it the right way. Right, he's getting into a position. I done built my company. This is a multi-million-dollar company, and what am I doing? I'm bringing my homeboys up. I'm starting the app. I'm getting Instagram comedians and all that. I'm bringing them on the app, paying them all of that. I'm making all these people stars around me, right? So that way, even my trainer, I got him in top field in his health department. I got him making DVDs and
Nike
things
commercial,
like that. Nike commercial, stuff like that. Like that's how you do it. But most people don't do that. They get in position. It's like, hey, I'm the top comedian in the world, baby. We gonna enjoy this money. I'm all these movie roles, baby. I'm winning. Whatever.
Damn me. And I'm gonna shut the door behind me.
Right.
Whoever with me. Everybody else, I don't care less.
That's crazy. LeBron doing it the right way.
Right.
Get into position. I'm making my boys. This niggas ain't never thought about being no sports agents. But you know what? Go to school. You got your sports. You're gonna be my agent. You get the media company. I'm a bring talent to you because I'm that guy. Build you up. Build my other homeboy up. He over here in talent recruiting. I got you doing this. I got you in marketing. I got you doing that. And I'm building y'all up to be the top in y'all field. So even if they tear me down, I got all of these situations running around me, and I'm tied to all of them. So I never really lose.
Right.
Because again, he had the mindset to do that. But look at most NBA stars that get in position.
Right.
Or most NFL stars that get in position. They don't do that. They don't think to do that.
I think about Shaq too. He had one of his interviews recently. And I forgot what he said, what degree it was, but he was kind of going back for something. It was for, I think he said, but it was with Phoenix from online, something like that. But he wanted to do it in person. Yeah. And it was like, we don't offer the class just for 1 or 2 people, what you're looking for. And he was like, all right, well, what's the minimum that you need? They said 10 people. He was like, all right, bet. So he paid for like 10 of his boys
to go get it.
All got their degrees and shit. They doing their thing now. And I was like, that's what it takes.
See, but
that's what it takes.
That's the mindset, bro.
See, I wouldn't even did 10 of my friends though. See, my thinking
it's probably like business partners and stuff like that. Maybe
my thinking of it, my thinking be, these people already up. They already in positions, and if I'm winning, they with me anyway. I'm gonna put you on. Whatever I learn, I'm gonna put you on it. Right? I'm thinking about the people that'll never get this opportunity. You get what I'm saying? Let me go, man. Look, hey, I got 10 slots here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be picking names randomly. You gotta have this, and this, and this. You know what I'm saying? If you are chosen, and once I choose them people, these are people I would have never met in my life.
Right.
I done gave you an opportunity to change your life. All because I wanted this. I wanted, you know what I'm saying? I don't wanted that class to happen. I needed 10 people. I'm gonna get 9 other people I don't even know. That way we have conversations up out of this. We build it.
Right.
Goddamn me. Not all 9 of y'all got connections to me. You get what I'm saying? All that, like, that's the way I think. Because the people, y'all with me. I'm gonna give y'all the game regardless. They can be tearing me down. I'm giving y'all the game regardless. Y'all gonna know where to go. But them other people, they would have never knew that. So that's my thinking. You know what I'm saying? The more of us are in position, the better we'll be off as a community. Not my inner circle. My inner circle gonna be good regardless.
Right.
Yep.
And those next branches.
Yeah. With them next branches, that even if I gave them the degree and all that type of shit, and they went on to be whatever, we cannot speak again. I know. You know what I'm saying? That y'all good on your end. I know from your end, it's going to be about 10 to 15, 20 people you going to rise up to be great. You get what I'm saying? And that's what we need to do. Not the circle around you, because your circle good. I ain't saying not put your circle in a position.
Right.
I'm saying once stay there, bro, branch out and get some, you know what I'm saying? Get some people you'd never even thought about meeting. You know what I'm saying?
But see, and it's a twofold win, right? Because you set them up for success, right? But you also cushion yourself in case you fall. Mm-hmm. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. When they on the rise up, it's kiss my ass to everybody. And then you get to the spot and you may be winning for a little minute until they may get tired of you winning, like a Kyrie, like a Kanye. And now you done fail or you falling for dear life, right? But you didn't set your cushion up. You didn't empower enough people to where even if I fall, I'm still going to win because I got 30 people out here doing their thing. I can go to either one of these places and be good because I'm responsible for helping them out. So I think you got to think, again, with that mindset. You want to cushion your fall. Fact is, everybody... I won't say everybody, but a lot of people are going to have a run. Mm-hmm. But you don't determine how long that run lasts. Never. They can pull you down at any time, right? Mm-hmm. But you got to set cushions up for when you fall. So those people that you gave chances, just like Smooth talk about, I'm going to get 10 niggas I never even heard of, niggas from the hood, whatever. When those people building their shit up, they're going to be forever indebted to you.
Ever.
So let's say that you done empower 15 of those, and one of them go start an app or in a tech company. He get up, create $1 billion company. This dude go over here, he create, he in hair business, or a woman, she done created a hair business and turned it to a multi-million-dollar hair business.
Another one go to logistics. Another one start a firm somewhere.
So if something happened to me, I done empowered all these people. I got 15 different places that I can go to for income or whatever, or to work, even if I gotta, go all the way down to my knees. Mm-hmm. These people gonna bring me. Hell yeah, come on, bro. We got a spot for you. I remember he helped me get to.
Don't charge him for nothing. Give me whatever he need. You know what I'm saying, or whatever she need.
Yeah, but people don't think about the relationships like that, and that's why the older you get, the more you realize the relationships is more important than the money.
That's real.
It is, because when you don't have $1 in your pocket, relationships can put you in position to not only get $1, but become super, super, super wealthy based on the people and based on how you treated them.
Yep.
And it's enough money for everybody out here, bro.
Definitely.
It's enough money, man.
Definitely, man. So, just in response and summary to that video, man, you gotta listen to your old heads. I understand what she's saying. The game has changed.
Right.
But at the end of the day, those older people still have experiences that you can pull something from. You take the meat, leave the bones, whatever, but they have experiences that you can learn from. But I think the main issue with the disconnect between the younger and the older people is the younger people just don't respect them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the reason being is because a lot of these older people get older and forget they was young. Mm-hmm. And they get to speaking condescending to the kids and get to speaking whatever, instead of extending that olive branch like, hey, youngin, this how you do it, even if the youngin don't listen to you. And again, you should understand that if you remember when you was younger, but you still give them the game. But especially with men, like a lot of us don't respect the older men, because let's just be honest, our dad's generations before that, they was the ones responsible for creating these single homes, broken homes. They was going to jail or selling drugs or doing drugs, whatever the case may be, right? So now that you done got older and you done got your life together, you expect me to just listen to what you saying. Nigga, I didn't grow up with no daddy in my house. And y'all generation is responsible for that. Because if you go back generations before that, black couples was married at a high clip, family unit was, together at a high clip, the nuclear family unit was thriving. And then somewhere along the line, it wasn't. And a lot of it is because black people wasn't in the home. Now, don't get me wrong, systematic oppression played a role in that, but you still had a choice.
Big role in that.
You still had a choice in terms of, just like they say, the government dropped the drugs off in the day. True. Dropped the guns off in the neighborhoods. True. You had a choice, though. You could have, the niggas could have dropped 20 boxes over there. Y'all could have left them boxes right where the fuck they was, but you didn't. You chose to indulge in it in whichever way that you wanted to, doing the drugs, selling the drugs, whatever the case may be. And now you go do 30 years and you done left your wife to raise these 3 kids by herself, creating broken homes, creating resentment for older men because they didn't have them, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's the disconnect. Younger dudes do not respect younger dudes, and I think it's the same way with women. Because in those single homes, it was girls in there too, and the mama was treating her like shit We say it all the time. Like, women are baby they sons.
Mm-hmm.
He can't do no wrong. He out here robbing niggas, committing crime. She'll help him hide evidence, shit like to get away. But with the woman or the girl, hell no, you can't go. I need you in this house at 7:00 p.m. here before the sundown. Hell no, you can't go spend a night. Hell no, you can't go on this trip. Hell no, you can't do that. I need you to do this. And on top of that, while I'm at work, I need you to raise your brothers too.
Yep.
Be they mother figure.
Missing out on prom and homecoming and school activities.
Right. So a lot of those young girls grow up feeling like they got wronged by their mama. And the daddy wasn't there. So yeah, when I get older and you talking about you older and you should be listening to me, I don't respect you for how you treated me. So, you know, that's the disconnect. And I think older people have to understand that, and they have to acquiesce to it to a certain extent. Meaning give them grace, meaning give them the game. If they take it, cool. If they don't, you got to accept that. But you made the circumstances what they are, or you played a big ass role in it. So don't talk to me like you didn't. That's all I'm saying.
Read it.
But on that note, man, we're going to get into quick hits. All right, this one here is a hell of a one. I'm interested in hearing y'all perspective. So a woman said, "Am I wrong for not saving up as much for a new house as my fiance is?" You want to play this clip?
We did that one.
Hell no, we didn't do this one yet. Hold on, we're gonna play it. But look it up real quick while it's playing.
We just did one last part. Let me see.
Am I the asshole for not budgeting the same way as my fiance while we are saving for a house? My fiance and I are saving money to buy our first home. We have been saving for about 6 months now. We both make decent money and our salaries are almost identical.
We literally just did
but
that last
still
part.
keep most of our finances separate for now and split
100%.
our expenses 50-50. My fiance has
bad.
always been more of a money saver.
All right, we're gonna move on.
Because she didn't save not even half of what he had, and she was like, was that wrong by asking him to contribute more
to
get the house?
Okay, we may have. All right, we're gonna go to is the man really the prize? I'm gonna play this clip, man. I want to get y'all take on it.
So there's this argument that the man is the prize, the woman is not. I beg to differ with that. If the man is the prize, why is it that the man can't stand the idea of the woman sleeping with someone else? Why is it that the woman can usually get over the man cheating, but the man has a psychological breakdown when the woman steps out? If the man is the prize, why is it that the man struggles with the idea of the woman making more money than him? The prize is supposed to be cherished, taken care of. You need to stop with this BS, man. You know you are not no prize with your big old greasy self.
He say the man ain't the prize, man. What's y'all take on that, man?
I don't agree with it, and that's it.
We ain't the prize. Why they be out here fighting over niggas?
But only a weak man be hurt about his girl leaving or sleeping with somebody, bro. I ain't hurt, bro. That you just showed me. You showed me my freedom. I ain't hurt, bro. I'm actually ecstatic. You know what I'm saying? Been waiting on this. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
If I ain't the prize, why are you waiting on me to ask for your hand in marriage?
A man that be hurt, yeah, exactly. A man that be hurt about his girl cheating and all that, and be trying to control this girl, beating on this girl, bro. He ain't no man. He a boy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know no real men for real that's just super possessive about they woman when she go out here and cheat, bro. You know what I'm saying? But baby, you just lost the best thing that ever happened in your life.
That's it. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? She'll regret it. And on top of that, when you find out, she gonna know. She gonna know right then and there, man. Hey, this lifestyle that I have with this man is done with. The odds of you finding this again is slim to none. And the odds of you having that man again is even slimmer than that.
Talk.
You know what I'm saying? So if we gonna talk prize, that's prize. That's really prize for real. So yeah, I don't agree with what he said, bro. I don't agree with that. That was an old cat, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Knew it.
Happy wife, happy life generation.
Knew it. I knew it.
It comes from knowing your worth, man.
You know what I'm saying? I know who I am out here, bro. I know what I'm worth. I know all that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why, bro. I would rather not know if my girl cheating or not. I would rather not know. But if it fall on my lap, it was meant for me to know, and I'm gone. I'm out immediately. Then I don't even want to argue when I'm out. I'm gonna wait till she at work or something. Take off, come home, get all my shit on U-Haul, get the fuck up out of there. Turn all the cameras off so it don't tell on me. That way when she come home, we both surprised.
Babe, we got robbed. But why is only my stuff gone?
You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious.
Like for real. So yeah, man, I don't. And they possess, in they generation, they was super possessive about their woman, trying to treat her like a slave and all that type of shit. Mm-hmm. Nah, I ain't with none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey man, that's who you want. Go be with that man. You know, he probably slanging more dick than me anyway. I ain't tripping. my back out over these years anyway. Yeah,
Tired of carrying this family.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So shit, I'm cool.
I think both of us are the prize though, man. But I mean,
yeah.
It's a matter of what you value at the end of the day, man. Like, you got men out here who got a solid foundation, can take care of themselves, can take care of you, take care of the family. So it's like, yeah, I mean, if you feel like you're not on that level, that person looks at, that person as a prize. That's how I see it. But man, I don't know, man. People make things more difficult than what it is.
Yo,
honestly,
swear to God, this tie into that. Me and my wife, remember that conversation I said me and my wife was talking about? Mm-hmm. All right, so we was talking about, like, I seen something online, and this was sparked the conversation. I seen something online, like a video of basically this woman, like, men don't take care of their kids. You expect a woman to go to work and all this type of stuff and then come home, be mother, father, and all that type of shit. That's why I'm talking to my wife about this shit. I'm like, damn, am I like this? She like, hell no. She say, but it is common amongst men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how we always say, what real man is coming home and not doing nothing? He just working and coming home and sitting down and getting on the game or expecting the bath and food and all that. Mm-hmm. She say, it's a lot of men out here like that, babe. It's a lot of men. I wouldn't know that because I'm a great man. I wouldn't know shit like that. But my wife would, talking to other women and shit, right? So she like, yeah, you rare. You rare because I works. I come home and give time to my son. I give him an hour of study time to where he can't play with nothing but study. Yep. You get what I'm saying? Like, I play with him. We run around. You know what I'm saying? I'm a husband to my wife. You know what I'm saying? I play my game. I be on with my boys. Like, I'm a man that wear a lot of different hats. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And I do it without complaining. I do it without, I don't even think about this shit really, for real. I don't even, I'm just, this is normal to me. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is who I am type of shit. But with talking to my wife, and I'm realizing that shit ain't normal for real. Mm-hmm. Like, women do deal with a lot of niggas like that just feel like money is enough. Right. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I know money ain't shit if I'm just making it for myself. It ain't shit, bro. Because I can go live a modest life and be cool and be straight, but I'm not working for just me. I'm working for my wife. I'm working for my kids. I'm working for family structure. I'm working for progression. All these type of things, bro. So, and that takes messaging. That takes, you know what I'm saying, like me giving like what I believe should be right and in this shit. So that's why I give all that to my son and my wife and my message, because I can die at any moment. All of us, we not, you know what I'm saying? We're not immune to dying. You get what I'm saying? So I can die at any moment. And so I look at it like I just need my message to live on through my son, through my wife. I need her to know my message. That way, if something ever happened to me, she can preach my message like I'm standing right next to her. You get what I'm saying? But she was telling me a lot of men are not like that.
And then them same men complain that they ain't getting no vagina.
That's real. And that's what we was talking about. And I was mind blown because I'm thinking this whole time, every married dude, you know what I'm saying, got kids and a wife and all that, they coming home, handling their business.
Right.
She like, hell nah. She know women right now married and are miserable. Like they go to the woman work, she come home, gotta cook for this man. He don't do nothing. He don't teach the kids nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? Barely give family time type of shit. Or he don't even come home after work. He'll go hang out with his boys at a cigar spot or get some drinks and all that. So you won't see him until 9, 10 p.m. He don't even see the kids because the kids are asleep.
And he just automatically assumes she's supposed to take care of him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So after her working and doing the same thing you was just doing for the day, but she's doing more on the back end because she's handling all the family duties.
Those single, what's it called, single wives?
That's what the video was.
It was something about single, like they feel like they're single in a relationship.
Yeah.
Right?
She's a wife, but she's a single mother. That's exactly what the video was about. And I was just mind blown talking to my wife because that's women affairs to me. That's women affairs. I wouldn't know that without talking to a woman.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because they had their little conversations and shit. So when I'm talking to that, I'm like, God damn, I need more credit.
My credit.
No, that's dead ass.
Stand up nigga that I am.
That's dead ass. Because these niggas wouldn't do a tenth of what I do.
I need more credit. You know what I'm saying?
But then they'll try to write it off to that's what you're supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was supposed to be, then these niggas would be doing it.
So yeah, man, hey. So that's why I say a good man, not all men, a great man for real is the prize, bro. Because not only is he dealing with the world and all that type of shit there, he also putting his family on his back, preaching his word, making sure you straight, making sure the kids straight, you know what I'm saying, being the protection, being the vessel that y'all are learning from, being the vessel that protects y'all from all the evils that come through with the family shit, all that type of shit, bro. Like this man is handling all that and allowing you to operate in this time's femininity type of shit, like with you working and you being comfortable, you coming home, maybe you ain't got the energy to play with the kids. Maybe you just want to go to sleep. He pick up that without any calls, without you know what I'm saying, without any arguments and all. Like that man there, like you really need to treat that man better than gold for real.
When my nigga Ricky say, that's your own personal Jesus.
That's real. That's real, bro.
For real.
Shout out to Ricky, man.
I'm telling you, when I was talking to my wife, I was really mind blown about that shit because I didn't know niggas when like married men, not regular dudes. You know what I'm saying? I understand regular, but married men coming home and not doing nothing, bro. Like just expecting shit to be done, or not even coming home, not even coming to the crib.
Right.
Like, I don't know, bro. Yeah. Yeah, man, that shit mind blowing, bro. And for the guys that's doing that, don't ever think you me, bro.
I better step it up before Pee Wee break her back.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And for the women that got a man that do all that, bro, that come home and be a great father, give his message, y'all learning from, he's pushing y'all forward. Goddamn me, he's making sure you straight, he's pushing you forward in your career and all that type of stuff. He's not letting you get lax, and you know what I'm saying? He's on the kids about learning. He's really engaged on all that type of stuff, bro. Whatever level you think you giving them respect, bro, you need to 10 times that. Because he'll never tell you he deserve more. That's just real. That's just real, bro.
He just doing it because that's what he do.
I was going to do that with whatever woman was going to stand right here.
Right.
That's what
I was going to do that with whatever woman stood in front of me and I deemed was worthy. I was going to do that regardless because that's me.
I'm him.
So for that woman, dog, if you know you got there, bro, like you really need, hey, in a sense right now, bro, you need to go apologize to that man for you slacking a little bit, bro. For you not really like giving him that praise that he deserved, bro. For real. For real. Because that information I got from my wife, mind blowing. I'm looking at niggas like, hey, boy, you married, but are you married for real? You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to ask it right. You married or you married?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Two different things. Two different things.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, y'all boys crushed that, man. I don't have nothing to add to that. I think the relationship is the prize at the end of the day. A healthy, productive relationship that's pushing both of us to be our best self is the prize. Because if a person was the prize, just like y'all said, if any woman standing here, I'd be doing that for. And vice versa. If you just dope like that, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So the prize is to run into a motherfucker with that similar mindset. That we can both build with, the way we can both come home and we get rejuvenated to go back into the world and fight whatever it is that we fighting. You know, and you make me a better me, I make you a better you. You know, and we setting an example for our kids. Like, this is a productive space that positive things and progression is going to come from. I feel like that's the prize, and that's what everybody's chasing. Because you got people that be married 20 years, you know what I'm saying, and they husband died, their wife died, whatever, and they get remarried. That doesn't mean that their husband that passed wasn't the prize. That just means that, again, it's the bond that they had. It's the pursuit of that bond, the relationship. That is the prize that everybody's out here searching for tirelessly. So if you get it, hold on to that. And the way you hold on to that is by doing what bro just said, praising the motherfucker that's you know, achieving above what the level of the field is. Because the level of the field is bullshit. It's laxed. It's bare minimum. It's whatever I got to do just so I can stop hearing your mouth. It's not somebody that's going above and beyond to take things off of your plate and make your life easier and motivating you to do the same in return. So, yeah, I would definitely disagree with him on what he's saying. He's making it look like, man, just ain't worth a goddamn thing.
Yeah, I was saying, like, come on, bro.
It's just like, bruh.
Come on, bro.
So, but yeah, you know, again, that was a dope conversation. We're gonna keep it moving. Y'all boys lied to me, man. I went and did the research. We did not cover that video that I played before this.
Yeah, we did.
We did not. I just went and looked at the docket, man. The docket don't lie.
Where we got it from then?
It's been there. I think they sent it to us last week, but we didn't cover
we'll play it then. Let go.
So we're gonna go and cover it. I just look. You got a phone right there. Go to your pod and look up the docket.
Go look it up.
The docket don't lie.
Go play it. Hurry up. Let's go.
My bad.
It's all good.
Damn.
But yeah, so this is a situation where a woman was giving her take on or asking, right? Is she wrong for not saving up as much money as her fiance is doing? We're gonna play the clip. Get y'all take on it.
And he saved up a good chunk to put towards a down payment. He recently asked how much I've
Hold on,
saved.
let me start it over.
Am I the asshole for not budgeting the same way as my fiance while we are saving for a house? My fiance and I are saving money to buy our first home. We have been saving for about 6 months now. We both make decent money and our salaries are almost identical, but still keep most of our finances separate for now and split our expenses 50-50. My fiance has always been more of a money saver than I am, and he saved up a good chunk to put towards a down payment. He recently asked how much I've saved, and he got upset when I told him I haven't even saved half of what he has. He also got upset with me when I tried to explain myself. I like taking care of myself, whether this is a massage, a mani-pedi, getting my nails done. I love pampering myself. Now that things are opening up more where we live, I've been starting to get my hair and nails done professionally, and I've bought some day packages at spas. I also really enjoy shopping. My fiance thinks I need to take our saving more seriously. He said he's cut back on a lot of his spending on things he enjoys and thinks I should do the same. He said he feels a little taken advantage of, that he's saving so much more than me. He said my inability to save money is going to delay when we can buy a house. I told him it doesn't have to delay anything if he just puts more towards the down payment, since it's going to be our house together anyway.
Wow. Since it's going to be their house together anyway.
A huge expense that is easy to cut back on and could really bump up my saving ability. I told him I will not give up taking care of myself, and I told him it's a jerk move on his part to expect me to give up something I take so much pleasure in. He eventually came clean to me that this is making him second guess our relationship and making him wonder if we truly share the same priorities. I think he's overreacting, and if it takes us a little longer to save for a house, that's not a big deal to me. So, am I the asshole for not budgeting the same way as my fiance while we are saving for a house?
Yes. And I'm out. I'm out.
My bad, dog.
I'm out.
I think me and Babe might have talked about that, but yeah.
I'm out, bro. I'm out. I'm immediately
out of there.
I'm out.
You know we had a goal, and you intentionally continue to pamper just yourself.
Bro,
you don't even save up half.
You got to realize
of what I had.
A house, it ain't nothing that you just spring on a motherfucker.
Right.
You ain't doing that. You going to have that talk. Hey, bro, what type of house you want? Like, it costs this much. You know what I'm saying? All these type of things are in the play.
They had a full
you get what I'm saying,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? The interest rate is this. Hopefully, it can be around this area. Right. All these type of things. So we got to save up this amount of money, not only for the down payment, but for furniture and that, because you know when you move into a new house, you want new furniture. You ain't bringing it. You ain't bringing it home. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, look, I could take care of this. You take care of that. You get what I'm saying? And for them to just have that conversation and then them to embark on it, and he hold up his end, and she like, oh shit, I ain't even say half of what you say. And y'all make the same amount of money and go 50-50 on it all?
I'm looking at you in disgust.
I'm out, bro. I'm not even having a conversation with you. I'm done. I'm done. Now it's different if you didn't make the same amount of money as me.
Right.
That's totally different. I understand it. But we both make the same amount of money and we go 50-50 on these bills, all that. So you are very capable of saving this money. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You are very capable.
But your hair is more important. That massage is more important.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't at the point to where, oh, baby, you can't do none of that ever.
Right.
You can't do none of that ever. But I need you to save this amount of money.
That's it. That's all I said.
You get what I'm saying? That's all I said. However you get to that, that's on you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Well, however you get to this number is on you. And then on top of that, and you know, man, you know, obviously this dude sound like a good brother. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? If she'd have saved 75%,
he would have, right.
He'd have kept it pushing.
All
right, let's go.
He would have did his thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Even half, he might have.
Yeah, he'd have gave her that briefing.
Even might have half.
You know what I'm saying? But they'd have still, you know what I'm saying?
But you didn't even get half.
You didn't even get half.
Come on, man.
You didn't get half. But you want the house to be yours. You want your name.
Because it's us.
It's us. You want your name on the papers.
Now it's us.
You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't us when you was getting that hair done.
That's real. When you was going to get them nails done.
It wasn't us then. What you want us now?
Those small days.
You know what I'm saying?
That was you. I didn't get pampered.
Yeah, exactly. I've been needing a chiropractor for 8 months. You know what I'm saying? That's just 25. But you know what I did with that? I put that in the savings. For us. What you did for us?
Not a goddamn thing.
Nah, bro, I'm out, bro. I ain't even discuss.
It wasn't no us. You just took the ass off.
Bro, I'd have literally been like, all right, look, we done. You can have your money because y'all ain't married. Hey, baby, look, you can have your money, man. Yeah. Do what you want to do. Live your life how you want to live it. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go live mine. And I'd have went found a woman that wanted to be on that program.
Big red flag.
Bro, too big.
That's big red flag.
Too big.
But when you do that, you the bad guy.
I'm the bad guy, though.
I'm going to be the villain today.
Yeah, goddamn me.
The bad guy, man.
Goddamn me. Give me that Joker face, man. I'm out. Yeah. I'm out.
Straight up.
I'm out, man.
But two, we got to, again, men like that got to set examples.
Bro.
Because a lot of times men just going to eat it.
I wouldn't eat that.
A woman going to be a woman. Fuck it. We just did it. We got this time in together. He gonna do the same thing too.
Dad had told me who she was gonna be for the rest of our relationship.
Absolutely. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Dad had told me. Because that's priority. That's our life that we planning. We planning our life together. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like we can't sit down and we, you know what I'm saying? You was like, I'm gonna do half and you can do the rest. You know what I'm saying? You said, oh yeah, I can save the money. You know. She was like, yeah, I can save as much. Yeah.
And you waited all this time.
All this time.
You could have checked in with him.
You waited till he was ready.
Well, or it was like the half check-in or something like that, I think. It was like the half mark or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, y'all want to know why she waited? Because she knew he was gonna cover it anyway.
Yeah.
And that's what women do.
That's crazy.
That right there is the problem with this shit. But that goes back to what we say all the time about finding a woman that's willing to get dirty with you in the trenches.
Exactly.
Even delaying the process.
That's all it is. Because let's just be honest.
Then she was cool with delaying it.
Yeah, more times than not, getting the house was her idea. Let's call that a spade.
Yes.
Call a spade on that.
And so now I have a man.
I'm gonna push him to divert more effort, energy, and resources into it than I am, and I'm gonna rely on my ability or I've been pampered and told I was right all my life, and that hey baby, don't worry about it because my daddy done saved the day on 1,000,001 things to where I was supposed to be responsible for. I dropped the ball, my daddy done saved the day, and I'm expecting my man to do the same thing.
I'm gone, bro.
And which is the issue. But again, just for young dudes out there, you run into a situation like this, get rid of her. Because that type of thing does not improve. That is pure selfishness. Yeah. She's literally saying, I don't care about the goals we have. My personal pleasures are more important than that.
Yep. That's going to affect in your kids.
Right.
That's going to affect if y'all get a divorce. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's going to affect in every facet of her life that benefits her, bro.
And not only that, not only is my pleasures more important than what it is that we building, but yours better not be.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that says. You need to sacrifice everything that you take pleasure in to make sure that we get to the destination. Now, me, because I'm a woman, my pleasures, I need this. This is my upkeep right now. Let's just say that man had a habit of, spending this amount of money on maybe fishing, or he like motorcycles or boats or whatever the case may be. He like
shoes.
Right. Or playing golf, which is expensive. Different things like that. You know what I'm saying? But she would expect him to give that up, right? Because we need to do what we need to do to get this house, while at the same time saying, hell no, I'm not giving up the pleasures that I like and that I take part in. And then on top, she tried to tie mental health into it.
Bro,
these things I'm doing for my mental health. So you want me to sacrifice my mental health when you already got most of the money? We can just get it based on your, like, guilt trip you into some bullshit.
Yep.
And that's how a lot of women operate.
Guilt trip me into losing.
Come on, man.
Bro.
Because it's going to be our house anyway, so you might as well. What?
And if we get a divorce, you're going to probably get it.
More times than not? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, she is.
Especially if y'all had some kids.
Or he'll just leave it with you just so he won't. So I don't want to deal with it. I'll get my own shit. Fuck it.
Right.
Just so I get you out of my hell.
So that's why that's important, man, to find you a woman that's willing to get in them trenches with you. Because again, it's like O said, I'm not saying that, hey, Smooth Side, I'm not saying that, hey, you can never get your nails done ever again. I'm saying, let's get dirty for 12 months.
That's it.
Let's put all pleasures and amenities and all of that shit to the side, and let's buckle down and do what we got to do to get into this house.
It's gonna be ugly.
After we get there, you can go back doing whatever it is that you want to do.
And it sounds like they don't have no kids, so you can work relentlessly, all that type of stuff. Yep. You get what I'm saying? Hell, if you even buckle down a little bit, y'all have probably reached the goal in 7 months.
Facts.
You know, hey baby, look, we gonna work relentlessly, goddamn me. Whenever we can pick up some overtime, we gonna pick it up, goddamn me. Hey, when we hit this number, let me know.
Yep. And then we can go back to enjoying everything we was enjoying. But that down payment for the house is good, closing costs good. We're gonna get our note, which is gonna be maybe a little bit more than what we paying right now in rent. But that's, that ain't gonna put too much. But then we can still enjoy our pleasures. But for this 12 months,
that's it.
Let's get dirty.
It gotta get ugly.
Bro. If you ain't got a woman that's willing to get low and get dirty to accomplish the goal, she should not be your woman.
Exactly. And that's every goal. That's every big goal y'all set for yourself. Every big goal.
Can't have it all.
Yeah.
Can't have it all.
If she only want to see you get dirty and enjoy the reaps of the
fruits of the labor.
The fruits of the labor, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Get out of there.
Because if you cave on it right now, that type of behavior, that type of thought process does not get better. It does not improve.
Bro, that's crazy.
It's gonna get worse. Because you enabled her. You set the normal for how this is going to go. We can agree to something, and because she's a woman, because I'm the man, she don't have to come up with her end, but I always got to come up with my end, or it's going to be a problem. That is not the parameters that you want to set for your relationship.
Yeah.
That's just real.
I was just talking to me and baby just had a similar conversation just about putting money up, how we spending, da-da-da-da. And because I was at one point, I'm paying 2 rents.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, hey, I'm free for that. Car just got paid off. I got extra money now coming in. She just got a better job. She got extra money coming in now. So I'm like, still, even though this situation has changed, outside of those small transactions that we do, let's try to hold off on those because that shit just going to add up. I said my 40, 50, 60 I spend here, you 40, 50, 60, a couple times a month, that's $300, $400.
Facts.
If we just chop that, save that, still do what we do, but keep those little small $40, $50, $60 purchases, put that together. I said by the end of the year, we're going to be more than good. Because we're already saving on top of that. You know what I'm saying? So I said, it's those small things, baby. And I said, I understand that you want to do X, Y, Z, but we can still do it. But it's just those small ones here, those one-offs here and there. Because it always adds up.
Facts.
At the end of the week, you be like, God damn, I spent $200 already?
Yep.
And it be small shit. So, yeah, just you got to really pay attention to that and really be focused on your decision and intentional too.
Yeah. And it's
shit gonna get dirty.
Yeah, it's a difference between not knowing how to budget.
Right.
And simply saying, I'm not gonna do it. I value my pleasures more than I value us getting to our destination. That's a big difference. Because there's some women who just don't know how to budget.
Right.
They spending records, hey, baby, I'm trying, but I'm struggling. Can you help me? She said, fuck that, I'm not doing it. Deal with it. You got more of the money. You can save more of the money. Let's use the money you save.
Keep doing
and
it.
Let's get there. Keep doing what you're doing. But I ain't going. That's crazy. Get rid of her immediately. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Wrap that up.
Straight to jail. Shit, we gonna use all of yours.
What we need mine for?
No, we said
because yours, mine, ours.
She said, I know I'm supposed to take care of the furniture, but we can sleep on the floor.
It's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
As a
yeah.
matter of fact, you keep going at the rate you going, and you won't even need mine.
It's ours anyway.
Hey, she say we can hold up on the house. Shit, just save another year. We can get the down payment, the closing costs, and the furniture with your money.
It's insane. That's how a lot of women think, though, bro.
I don't know why you tripping, but we the criminals. 6 more months of your finances, we gonna be right there.
As a matter of fact, you need to slow down. I see you at an Xbox subscription. You spending too much money. You need to kind of cut that out so we can get there a little faster.
I can't not get my hair done, babe.
Bro,
$800.
Bro. That she taking out in 3 weeks.
Fam.
3 weeks.
Ain't gotta do it again. Ain't no much hair in the world, nigga. I don't care.
Nails $80 a pop, boy.
Nigga.
That shit over with. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah, bro. We criminals, though.
Do you have to get all the designs?
On your nails.
Them designs take it up to like 120.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, why can't you? Anyway, what's the difference between the shellac and the regular polish and all this stuff?
Gel and shellac.
Yeah, man.
You add to your own tab.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. And she going in there getting everything. I want the slack.
Everything.
I want the
Each finger costs, nigga.
Hey, each finger. You hear me? Hey, I want the premium because you know they got different
levels to the tiers.
levels to the polish. I want the premium. I want that. Yeah, I want that one up there. Yeah, man, come on, bro.
Yeah, man.
She done went in there and spent $200.
Easy.
And coming back in 2 weeks, spending another $200.
2 days because one had popped off. So now she gotta get up.
Shit.
You know that feel $20 a finger. You hear me?
That shit over.
Come on, dog.
Save yourself, bro. That's over with.
Nigga go get one haircut and be good for the week. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Okay, man, we're going to pray for all parties involved here, man. Let's get into the advice column. All right, man. This first one is from Ashton. Patreon number, man.
What's up, man? What's that?
All right, he say, hope this reaches your advice column. This is AJ. Shout out to Krew Season first and foremost. Been listening for a while and share you all with any women I come across that I think is open-minded to listen. He said, you all give realistic, practical, and well-articulated advice. My question is, I'm getting discouraged to find the right woman with not feeling like women really know what intentional dating looks like in practice. I'm 5'9", in shape, 6 figures, come a spring promotion. Don't smoke, don't drink. I'm a good father to which I co-parent, and my resume has nothing but success, as Anthony once explained. Tell me if I'm off base, but being intentional to me has been displayed in my honesty that I'm looking for marriage. Value interdependence, move like it, and have healthy, realistic boundaries. But it just seems like when I come out the gate with making sure me and her do our homework, religion, whether we want or don't want kids, dating goals, etc., it's as off-put. It's met as off-putting a lot and moving too fast. I don't want to play games, which does have more short-term success. Have fun conversations, date, sex, like each other. In 3 months, we finding out we have totally different principles we could have avoided in a phone call. So put me on game. In 2023, I'm quote-unquote praying for all parties involved or quote-unquote praying for their downfall.
Goddamn me.
Shout out to AJ, man. So basically, he's saying, the fact that he is moving intentional is kind of scaring these women off. So he coming into it, you know what I'm saying? Understanding that, hey, if I come into this shit, I play games, finesse y'all, manipulate y'all, leverage, whatever the case may be, that I can get the sex, I can get the dates, whatever the case may be. But I'm looking for something serious. And it seems like when I run into these women and I let them know, hey, let's be intentional. Let's set some ground rules. Let's set, where are your morals? Where are mine? Let's compare. They say that he's moving too fast. How should he navigate?
Hey,
don't change up a damn thing.
But don't even say nothing. Don't say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Treat everybody like they temporary, but with respect.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep. That's a fact.
That's a bar right
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's what you do. Treat everybody like they temporary, but move with respect with it. You know what I'm saying? And the cream gon' separate, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like a woman gonna let you know what she is, bro. Without you even setting the intentions, like, oh no, we need to do this. Bro, a woman gonna let you know exactly her standards on what she see herself right then and there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just sit back and play your part. Be a good man. You know what I'm saying? You sound like you're a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Just continue being a good dude, goddamn me. And do you. If you like doing certain things, always do that. Be you. You get what I'm saying? But every woman that come in your life, even if you like them, you can want her to be the woman. She may not be. You know, so you got to treat everybody like they temporary. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you want to kick it? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't kick it. Sometimes you got to see how she going to respond with, hey, I can't kick it. I can't be out tonight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nah, I just feel like chilling at the house. You feel like pulling up? It ain't got to be on no sex shit. It ain't got to be none of that shit. You just feel like pulling up. You know what I'm saying? You don't drink or smoke or nothing. Most people drink or smoke these days. That's just how it works. So you got to get comfortable with one of them. You know what I'm saying? So outside of that shit, man, you doing what you're supposed to do, man. Just if I was you, I wouldn't tell them. You know what I'm saying? I just treat everything temporary. Like, all right, let me see where you gonna take this.
Yeah.
I know why I want to take it, but let me see what you thinking. Let me see what's on your mind. You know what I'm saying? If you come to me and you swinging off how you want this to go, and I'm vibing with it, then I can give you my message on being intentional in the way I can see us. But outside of that, I wouldn't say a word. I treat everybody temporary.
Mm. Like old boy said, I mean, the one that we was talking about had them two parts. It's just that structure. They see structure, and they running because they see a man who has a backbone, who's not gonna take no shit, who has everything set up in place, and they are not gonna be able to come in and infiltrate and mess that shit up.
Yeah,
that's how I see it. So when they saying you're moving too serious, they not serious. It ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
You moving respectful, how you supposed to be. Got your head, seem like you got a head on your shoulder, stuff like that. You know what you want. And a lot of women just be confused. Yeah. They'll say they want a good man, run across a man like that, and now they shaking, or he's too much, or no, you good, bro. I promise you good. Because I feel like I was like that for a good little minute. It was just, I'm thinking I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And then it's like, I'm questioning myself, and it's like, nah, nigga, you good.
Right.
They just not the right woman for you. And that's okay. You just saved me 18 years plus, like Smooth say, the CCs. You know what I'm saying?
Support chasing.
You know what I'm saying? You done did me a favor.
You did me a favor.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool on it. So yeah, you just got to be careful and just understand what you're doing. Relax. The right woman gonna come. Keep doing what you're doing. Still be intentional, and she gonna come. And yeah, move with intent and keep it respectful. If they temporary, but you still solid. Your resume not gonna be tarnished because you always been solid throughout the whole process. Right. And while you're still single, you can still spin the block a few times. So yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, man, I think you gotta, sometimes you gotta switch your surroundings, man. Because a lot of times you may be running into chicks who just not ready. You know what I'm saying? You listened to a clip earlier from a young lady who you just hear by the sound of her voice that she's just not ready. But that would be the type of woman you would run into, say at a camp or at an address or at a, different places like that, Seaside Lounge, whatever the case may be. I'm speaking from Houston lingo if y'all have been in Houston. But what I'm saying is the popping hookah spot, the popping, bar, whatever the case may be. That's typically the type of woman you're going to run into. But so you may need to switch your surroundings and maybe go to a fancy steakhouse bar. Different things like that, the way you would run into a woman with some sophistication, right? Because she got shit to lose as well. So what you saying is not going to scare that type of woman off. As a matter of fact, she's looking for that type of structure, right? But most women are not like that woman. And the fact is, stability scares most women. Most women see stability as boring, even though they say they want it or they desire it, right? Because, again, women have issues. Women like practice, what's the word, man? Cognitive dissonance. I say I want one thing, but my actions say another. And that's what it sounds like these type of women you're dealing with is doing. Because if you ask a woman, hey man, what type of man you want? They're gonna say, yeah, I want a man that's intentional. I want a man that knows what he wants. I know a man that has structure, that has you have all of these things. You have all of these things, and they're still bucking the system. So, again, that is the definition of what cognitive dissonance is. But you can't change how you move, because that is how you should be moving. Just like you just said in your own words, that's going to save me a bunch of time, effort, and energy spending on shit that, that's just unproductive for me. Like, I can play the game. I can manipulate. I can finesse, have sex with you, but I done wasted 4 or 5 months of my life when I'm really looking for something good. Mm-hmm. So I done did all of that with you. We done had fun. We done had sex. And then I ain't got nothing in common with this bitch.
Right.
Like, we ain't never going nowhere. But I can't get that 4 or 5 months back. Mm-hmm. So I think you got to stay with what you're doing, but just switch your surroundings. You need to be around a different type of woman. Yeah. And sometimes we got to accept the fact that we done elevated above this shit. Mm-hmm. Like going back to
you above, like you above a lot of people.
Elevated above. There are levels. There are levels.
You know what I'm saying? Now that's not saying that you can't go to those places and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
That's saying that I'm not going in these places looking for nothing permanent. Mm-hmm. What bro and them said, I'm looking for something temporary in these places. Now, if I'm at an expensive bar, something like that, the way I know women with some sophistication is going to be, then I could approach it that way. Right, but most women are not like that. But in terms of you, don't change a goddamn thing. You moving how you supposed to be moving, and we proud of you. Matter of fact, we gonna salute you, bro. So he get into that bag, doing what he's supposed to be doing. That's how the hell you move, man. As a grown ass man, that's how you should be moving. So salute the bro, man. You gonna run into one eventually that ain't about no games, man. Mm-hmm. So just take care of your business when that opportunity.
And you might get taken aback too, but still stand on your square and be who you are.
Yeah. All right, man. We're gonna keep this thing moving. Next one is from Joshua, man. Patreon. All right, this gonna tie into the conversation we was having before the pod.
Uh-oh.
He says, I have not read or listened to the book that Kyrie was promoting, Hebrews to Negroes, but you can use common sense to Google things. So here's my question. What is y'all take on Kyrie's anti-Semitic propaganda? And why are they so pressed when black people try to find out who they are? But before y'all answer, I want you to read this real quick. The Hebrew language is a Afro-Asiatic language originated in Africa. The Hebrew language is a Semitic language. Some try to argue that it is derived from Arabic, but Arabic is only 1,500 years old, and the Semitic language is 5,000 years old, which was also spoken in different parts of Africa and other regions that speak Arabic. Quote unquote, others try to claim Egypt, but we really know who's painted on the walls with 360-degree waves and women wearing braids and dreads. I don't even like talking about religion, but since they always doing us dirty, I got to speak on this. Even when they made us slaves and killed us and told us if we learn how to read, they'll mutilate us, they choose the Bible out of our religions to force us to practice. This is going to sound crazy, but read this. Adam, the first man, was made out of dirt. Mm-hmm. What color is dirt? Jesus, not Shuttlesworth, was depicted in the very Bible to have bronze skin and woolly hair. I don't know about any other people of color that are dark with hair that looks like wool. That damn sure sounds like us. It even says that, quote unquote, God's people will be enslaved and terrible things will happen to them because they turn their back on them. If anything happens to any other race, they back up their own and lay down anybody that messes with them. But when it comes to us, they can never do, they can do whatever they want with no repercussions. We try to build, they kill us. We try to be decent American citizens, they kill us. We speak that what we think is right, they paint us as devils and turn their own people on them to have them killed like they did Malcolm X. Dog, black people brought architecture, Gothic and other styles you see overseas, math, hygiene to the Europeans. They called them the Moors. I don't need to go on, but we damn near made what this world is. And no matter what setbacks we go through, we still come back on top. The truth is they know who we are and they fear us, and we still can't figure it out as a whole. Maybe that will change one day. But for now, we just have to fix what's in front of us. My bad for making y'all read this long comment. Keep up the good work. Y'all helping us progress as a collective, and that is what matters. So, bro's question is, what do we think about Kyrie's quote-unquote anti-Semitic propaganda and how they're trying to paint it?
We actually had this conversation before the pod started. I would say, man, was it anti-Semitic when they was talking about make America great again? Because that hurts one race. What race does it hurt here? You know what I'm saying? They didn't say a word for years for that. You get what I'm saying? Like they don't use none of them type of gestures when it's in their direction. You get what I'm saying? But when we the ones saying it, and you know what I'm saying, and all we do is speak the truth. All black people, especially black people in the light that do speak on this shit, it be the God honest truth. Mm-hmm. And they tear them down. And then on top of that, other people that be famous and have political powers and public type of powers, bro, they turn their back on them too, because the other side is paying them.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Not knowing how strong we really are. You know what I'm saying? Like if we stop playing sports for a whole year, what you think they'll do? You know what I'm saying? Like if black people stop working for Amazon, what you think they'll do? If black people stop working at Walmart's, what you think they'll do? You get what I'm saying? Like we have so much power, but we all think individually, man. And like it ain't gonna change. I was telling them it ain't gonna change for like 500 years, bro. Literally 500 years. You know, we may see it may be a race of black people that be like, look, we gonna fall on the sword for everybody else behind us.
Right.
But we gonna make sure we never starve again. We never more, because all we fighting for is equal. Mm-hmm. We ain't fighting for revenge.
That's it.
You get what I'm saying? Like we ain't fighting to be on top of something, like to have a head start and nothing. Nope. Nothing. We ain't fighting for none of that. Even though we should be. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Because we deserve that. That's just how this shit, bro. We deserve that. But all black people fighting for is equal footing.
Yep.
Make the race equal.
Just let me show you what I can do when we all got the same cards.
You know what I'm saying? All that. You know what I'm saying? That right there, that's all black people is fighting for. And we never get that. We never, and then the people we have in power, they start getting paid by the other side and they don't want to say nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was
mess up the bag.
Exactly. I was telling the fellas for real, like when we see a famous athlete or a famous whatever, and they've been famous longer than they've been in the hood, they don't connect with the hood for real. But we're gonna keep it a bean. Like when we children, you don't know you really actually from the hood until you like 8, 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't understand you in them trenches for real. You get what I'm saying? Know what that look like, right? Mm-hmm. So once you get that 8, 9 years old, they know if you're gonna be a good athlete or not. Right. Through Pee Wee and through these other things and all this other type of stuff, right? So they coddle them type of people. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, they only spend 7 to 8 years of their life in the hood.
Yeah.
Because by the time they are thrown to the world to face this, they off to college, to a prominent university, and you know all these type of things. Or they off to doing their dream and all that type of stuff because other people is funding these type of things. So you from the trenches, but you not from the trenches for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't your cousins that stayed back and had to deal with the marginalization and, you know what I'm saying, the hard times on how it really is coming up as a black man. You get what I'm saying? Because most of us, we go into debt trying to go to college. That's just how this works for black people. We don't have 6-figure family members to fund us through college and help us get on our feet and own things. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, so most of us go into throw ourselves into debt to try to make a better way for ourselves. And half of us, even doing that, don't even make it. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't. I'm looking at this shit like I don't think we'll ever see that. I don't think we'll ever see it be fair for us. You know what I'm saying? Forget all the reparations and all that time. We're not even pushing that for real. We're not even pushing. All we want is fairness and to point out when shit is fucked up. We see it all the time when a black and white man do the same crime, the black man to get life and the white dude to get probation for 10 years or some shit. You get what I'm saying? Or we'll see a company steal from all their workers, especially big companies that do that. You know what I'm saying? Like the Enron situation. All those people supposed to go to jail for life, not no 7, 8 years. Most people that was working for them under them was black people that they stole their pensions from, stole they 401ks. That's what they did with their money. They stole it and dispersed it out to each other.
But you got niggas selling 3.5s.
You know what I'm saying?
Going to jail for 10 years.
Going to jail for 10 years.
Niggas robbing banks, steal $15,000 and go do 15 years for that.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga stole millions and you give him a 5-6 year sentence, which you really gonna do 3.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Like we only want equality, bro. But every time we speak out, it's anti-Semitic. It's anti-Semitic. Anything we say, bro, and then they be black people. I hate, bro. I hate our generation of people because we don't like we so envious of people that got some damn money, dog. You know what I'm saying? And for the one like the Kanye situation, you know what I'm saying? He got up to the top. He see what this shit is, and he like, bro, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with marginalizing my people so I can make some money. Because that's basically what it is. So I ain't taking this hush money. Nah, let me get my artists back they masters that I own. All right, let me go learn what Nike didn't want to show him. Because we're gonna keep it a bean. Nike didn't show him nothing. Didn't show him none of the factories and all. That's why he left Nike. He went to Adidas. He went to Adidas and started learning. He wanted out the deal because now I know what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just showing y'all see what happened to it. Yep, come on, Adidas might die in the next 10 years. We're going to keep it a bean. They might not be a company in the next 10 years because of what just happened. You know what I'm saying? And it be black people, dog. Nah, you just shut up. You just shut up. You just shut up. Well, damn, he got some money, man. He got some money. He got enough power, enough political influence to actually say something. You know what I'm saying? So what if they going to tear him down? Stand by him. You know, same thing with the Kai. He ain't even say nothing. He just tweeted something. Share the link. He didn't even say nothing. And you see what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, bro, like we need to stand together as a whole. And I feel like, especially with our black people, bro, so especially the ones that's getting some bread, bro, they puppets. A lot of them are puppets, bro. You know what I'm saying? They try to distance themselves for something that's real. Like that is real. It is modern day slavery they throwing y'all in. You gonna take this money, but you gonna shut up when we give you this money. And that's what they do to us. So yeah, I hate it, dog. I hate it for us, man. And we just gotta sit here and take a look, bro. Look at what Kyrie going through. I guarantee you, if people of power that's black came out and say, you know what, we're not gonna let y'all do that. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. We not gonna. No black players is gonna play in this league for the next 3-4 months. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with football and baseball or whatever sport it is or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Big money thing that affects money. Because that's the only way they listen to is when you start affecting their pockets. Mm-hmm. That's the only way. No matter what we say. No matter, we can go on a million man marches. That don't affect their money. Right. You burn down them billions, the insurance going to pay it anyway. Then they going to raise the taxes and get it out of us anyway. That's what they do. The only way to affect change, bro, is to affect their money and to stand on that. All we got to do is one time. We ain't got to do it 10 million times. Right. We just got to do it one time to show them, hey, we mean business. All we want is fairness. That's it. We don't want a head start above the other side. We don't want a 400-year gap like y'all had. We don't want none of that shit. We don't want none of that. All we want is what's fair. The moment we get that, the world will change.
Yep. We just need more. Because we don't have any, there is no Muhammad Ali's, there is no Bill Russells, there is no
Jim Brown.
You know what I'm saying? There is nobody like that no more that was standing up for the cause. Right now, they're going to give a political ass answer to get the media off their back so that nobody can write some type of negative article, which it don't even be negative. It be the truth. Like, how can you fight the truth? Why are you mad at it being the truth? Our biggest stars need to stand up and be a little more vocal. Because you got too many people out here that just scared of losing money. Like we said before, all these NBA players, what's the percentage of them being black?
It's like 80 something.
Bro, so just imagine the top players, all top 10 players, something like that, $200 million contracts, something like that. Just spread it out. Spread it out a little bit. We're going to, like we said before, take out the top 20, 30 NBA players.
Bro.
Go hoop now. See what you do now. NFL, same thing. You got Cap losing his job for so many people on their knee for a cause, for saying that this nation was built off of slavery. And I don't agree with this anthem that you making me, you know what I'm saying, sit through every single game.
That's real.
I'm taking a knee. I'm not saying fuck this anthem, which I could. He just said I don't agree with it because of reasons we were oppressed during this time and all that stuff. I'm taking a knee.
Bro.
Nigga didn't say fuck it.
None of that. He didn't want to go. He didn't want to go to war about it. Nothing. He just didn't agree.
And that man lost his job, got blackballed, and a couple other people did. But I mean, it's like a situation like that where we just gotta join together. We got to join together. We way more powerful than them. We bring in money, fashion, sports, all this entertainment stuff. It's making a lot of money off our
black
backs.
people won't even like say we made a luxury clothing line. Say we made a luxury clothing line and we start charging the same thing Gucci charge or Louis Vuitton, because they came out the gate charging that. That shit wasn't $5, $10. It was never none of that. They came out the gate charging luxury prices, and black people fly. They don't do that for black people, bro. How many black luxury brands you know on the planet?
Not many.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's funny? A lot of them too, like even though they know they not selling to us, they market to us.
Yeah,
that's why they'll have us in the marketing, because if black people wearing it to the white people, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And so now for black people, you see black people wearing it, so that's why I got to strive to be for.
Yeah, bro.
Fam, it's a crazy game.
Bro, and black people, bro, us as a whole, we won't buy black luxury. You know what I'm saying? We just seen it with Master P tried to put the Minottis out. You know what I'm saying? There no black people support that. There no black people for real. Masses didn't support that. His loyal fans did, but as far as in the masses, hey, we gonna put that on the same level as Louis Vuitton with the, you know what I'm saying, with the red bottoms and all these types with Christian Louis Vuitton. You know what I'm saying? We gonna put that on that level. Black people don't do that for other black people, but we'll go over here with the Europeans, make them rich, and them people won't even take a meeting with you. You know what I'm saying? Them people don't care nothing about your hood, you know what I'm saying, how you living, all these type of things, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, like we can just see this in the world. Like look at what happened with Robin Hood when they did that stock thing with GameStop.
Yeah, when
all them people were supposed to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. But black people, we overlook it like, oh shit, hey. But you got to realize, like, if you was the losing end of that, they wouldn't even care. If you put up your house and you lost your house, they wouldn't even care. They would want them keys.
That shit was illegal.
You get what I'm saying? But on their end, if it ain't rigged for them to win all the time, it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only thing we as black people want is the fairness. That's it. So if you're going to make it like that on your end, make it like that on our end.
They can't.
You know what I'm saying? Or you're going to take it away. Hey, take it away on your end too.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't tripping. We just want the fairness in it. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, like, I just think black people in a whole need to really wake up and really see what's going on. Because, bro, all y'all black people out here, bro, that listen to the show, white people, all these people, bro, but mainly brown people, bro, most of y'all try to have kids. Y'all kids going to grow up in this too. When is it going to stop? Who gonna make the move to say, hey, we going to stand with this? Whatever it costs, we going to stand with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gonna make the move? You gotta stand for something. You gotta stop somewhere so the next generations can be in the world where it's equal to where we can see where it really can take us. Because right now, I don't see no Amazons. I don't see no Walmarts. I don't see no Facebooks or no Twitters, no Instagrams, no Snapchats, no giant tech companies, no Elon Musks in our neighborhoods. I don't see that. You know, no matter how smart, and we done seen plenty of smart kids with the 7, 8 years old black kids get full rides to Harvard. They ain't even touch middle school yet. But they'll always be under somebody. They'll never be, you know what I'm saying? They'll never be the stars. They'll only be the planet. I want to be the stars, baby. I want a generation behind us somewhere to be the stars, to be the galaxy. I don't want them to be one planet. And that's how we got to look at it. So if it take us blowing up one planet so the rest of us can be stars, then so be it. So that's how I see it, man. That was a great question, though.
Yeah, man. I think I think this Kyrie situation, the propaganda and all of that, I think is just a extension of slavery. You know, just back in the day during slavery, right? They used to lynch black people in town square, and why do they do that? Right? It's not just cause like they could have lynched them behind closed doors or whatever, but it's because we want to set the example. For anybody that does what he did, this is what's going to happen to you, right? So this Kyrie situation is a perfect example of that. And you know, like bro them said, he didn't even say nothing that was egregious. If we're gonna be real, because Kyrie is not that type of person. Anybody who's heard him speak publicly, he's very articulate, he's very educated, you know what I'm saying? He's very calculated with what it is that he says. But he posted a link. And you know, if you go back and watch the link, then it's not that damn egregious or as egregious as they trying to make it seem, right? But I think it is, you know, they have set up a structure to where anything that we don't like in terms of messaging, we're gonna punish it to the utmost degree. Mm-hmm. And I think the reason that they can do that so well is because of the programming in us that stems from slavery, right? They have literally programmed us to go against each other, or programmed us to like try to outdo each other by any means necessary. If I got to cut his throat to get to the destination, that's what I'm going to do, right? So when Kyrie comes out and he speaks on this, and even, you know, all of the backlash that he's gotten, right? You would think that, you know, other athletes who are of similar status, elite status, whatever the case may be, would step up and ride for him or try to defend him, because that's what happens when other coaches do that. Mm-hmm. Right? Like when other coaches violate or they do something wrong or they, you know, say something racist or whatever the case may be, you'll have other people that step up and speak for that man's personality, speaks for that man's character. Like, hey man, I know him, I done work with him. He ain't really like that. That was a one-off. That was a monogamy. I mean, whatever, you know what I'm saying? anomaly. Right? But when it's us, most of us will tear each other down, just like we doing. They done suspended Kyrie from Nike. He losing all type of endorsement deals. Like they just suspended him from the team. They done put out stipulations of which, you know, that he gonna come back. These are what they are. They said one of the stipulations is he has to apologize and condemn the movie that he posted. In reference to the link, they said he has to pay $500,000 in donations to anti-hate causes.
He did that.
They say he has to go through sensitivity training, anti-Semitic training, meet with ADL, Jewish leaders, meet with Joe's side to demonstrate understanding. And until he does these things, they're saying that he cannot return to the team. Right? So that is an example of what I'm talking about. They set up infrastructure to where if you say anything we don't like, if you halfway reference anything that we don't like, doesn't matter that it's true, but if it makes us uncomfortable or we don't like it, then we gonna cut your water off. And why are they able to do that? Because they worked themselves into positions of power, right? To be able to control the media, to be able to control the narrative, control the league, control the teams enough to where these type of stipulations, because these stipulations are from his team, right? So, but that speaks to their reach. They've worked themselves into positions of power enough to be able to dictate even what he does on his day-to-day job, right? So when I see that, I think that, you know, we have the power to shift that narrative. But our issue is the same as it's always been. We don't work together on anything unless one of us dies by police hands. Then you'll see us come together and, you know, do what we got to do to make the change. And then immediately after that's done, we go right back to bickering and arguing. Yep. But we don't have a union set up for us. We don't have an embassy set up for us. We don't have these things, right? So, you know, even when we compare ourselves to other cultures, you know, foreigners, Asians, Jewish people, whatever the case may be, they all come from a home base. Italians, they all come from a home base to where customs and activities and behaviors and all of these things were, you know, firmly entrenched in them. So even though that they're here, they can build a little Italy. They can build a little China. They can build a little, you know, whatever the case may be, because in this area of this country, this new country that we in, we're going to still run things our way. But Black Americans, we don't have that. We've been gone so long from what our home base is, we have no idea what the customs and languages and things of that nature are over there. The only customs and traditions that we have are ones that they implemented into us or that they taught us, religion being one of them. But that's another conversation for another day. What I'm saying is this. We have to work ourselves into power to where we can combat this. But to do that, we have to have a lot of us on the same page. Not only a lot of us, but a lot of people that are in elite positions, right? If Kyrie would have came out and did what he did, and let's say LeBron came out and spoke to his character, KD came out, spoke to his character, Lamar Jackson came out, spoke to his character, Floyd Mayweather come out, speak to his character, to where all of these top elite athletes are coming out and saying, hey, this man is not as bad as y'all making him seem, and we're not going to allow y'all to speak about him as if he is. This narrative would not be what it is. Right, because they're not going to punish all top 15, 20 athletes in every sport. That's just not going to happen, right? But when we don't stick up for each other, then it's just one man up there on a cross or two men up there being lynched. And then when it's like that, they can better control things.
In front of the whole asylum.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But again, just think if, just like bro just said, If the top 10 players in the NBA who are all black, or who are, most of them are black, top 10 players in the NFL, top 10 players in baseball, top 10 players, whatever, came out and said, hey, until y'all make this right with Kyrie, we're not going to play for the next 3 months. And not only that, but we going to take our money, pool our money, and pay everybody's salaries to where it's not going to hurt nobody to miss 3 months of work. Good luck with y'all sport. I bet you should have get the shifting around. All these little rules.
Because other black players wouldn't play.
Correct. Yep. So all these little rules and shit that they got for Kyrie to come back, all of a sudden they would disappear. All of a sudden. Should have get moved. You wouldn't have, people coming out condemning him and things of that nature. Why? Because they're going to lose a shit ton of money. They got these TV contracts, TNT.
And you got to deliver with them numbers.
You got to deliver. So if LeBron sits down and is not playing, KD sits down and is not playing, like people not going to watch that Steph Curry sit down and is not playing. People not watching that bullshit. So they're going to do what they got to do to make it right with Kyrie. But that's power. We have it, but we don't exercise it. And that's the difference between us and other coaches.
But we about to see power, though. Watch when Trump run again. It's going to be Make America Great Again. I want to see the anti-Semitic shit. I want to see the media going to them and you know what I'm saying, trying to ostracize them. And I want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see no in the middle type stuff. Well, nah, that's anti-Semitic to black people. Make America great for black people. That ain't no win.
Never been great for us.
Win.
And when it was, y'all burned the shit down.
When we was trying to make it great, y'all killed us. Y'all killed us. You know what I'm saying? And when we had the means to do it, y'all stole from us. Y'all went and made these patent offices and stole our patents. Or y'all didn't have no talent and y'all made the slaves create things. And y'all went and got a patent in y'all name. So when has it ever been great for black people? That is an anti-Semitic quote. We're going to keep it a bean. So when Trump, because we just going to keep it a bean. Trump is running again. I want to see this same energy. You know what I'm saying? And if black people don't stand up, because that's going to be anti-Semitic. That's just real. When they start saying that, that's anti-Semitic. I want to see what we going to do.
I think, so it's anti-Semitic because it's strictly hostile or prejudice against Jewish people.
Right. So it would be anti-Semitic when it's us. It would be another name. Anti-Semitic means like offending Jewish people.
Yeah. Okay, so
like strictly
but I get what you're saying.
It'd be offending us. You know what I'm saying?
We don't even have a name for it.
Exactly.
That's
because we're
racist.
not supposed to.
We say it's racism, but then it's racism.
We're not supposed to be offended ever.
Right.
And I think my last point is I think also. They just trying to attack Kyrie because of the whole he didn't want to get the shot too. I think it's adding fuel to the fire.
All that. And
so
then
that definitely plays a part.
They got Kanye with his and with what he got going, forcing his way out them deals and all that, trying to show us the way. Oh, we got to try to stop this because all these situations have been dealing with Jewish people. You know what I'm saying? When he was talking about the music industry, that's ran by the Jewish people. You know what I'm saying?
So many people didn't say that though. That said similar things.
They benefit off of kill. I'ma smash your bitch and all that. This is just real.
It was one of the record label execs or something like that was on the podcast.
He was on Breakfast Club. Lior.
Yeah.
Lior
he say, man, I got a family.
I got a family to feed.
Straight out his mouth. I got a family to feed.
So that's cool. You can say kill. Like Kanye
people.
say, I fuck your bitch.
To our own people.
And that's
but the
cool.
moment, let a rapper come out with an album by some Jews. That won't hit the press. That's just real, bro.
You try to tell people about their history and how we were beaten and thrown off ships and like just killing us for no reason. Basically genocide.
Yeah.
But you want to go against, that's critical race theory. We don't want that in our schools.
And you want to know how I know?
When it's the fucking truth.
You want to know how I know
when
when Trump run that to Make America Great Again gonna be anti-Semitic? Because I remember when Rick Ross was rapping, when he made that album during that time, he said fuck Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. They didn't even put his shit on the floor in the stores. That's a fact. They removed it from the floor in the stores just for that one line.
Yeah, I mean,
come on, man.
Yeah, but I mean, bias whenever it's against us means nothing. That's just what it is. Like, there is no consequences, there's no repercussions. But again, we cannot, like I said earlier, we cannot expect them to enforce those. We have to enforce those. The only reason that they enforce the other ones is because they are in power and you are offending us in power. Mm-hmm. So we can do what we want to do. But in terms of us, we don't have unions. We don't have a board of, trustees in which we can go to and say, you know what, they didn't offended us. Mm-hmm. So now we're gonna pull our talent from all of these platforms and then, leave them to hang and dry on their own accord, right? A lot of us are not willing to do that. We see it with the Kyrie situation. That's why it's so interesting of a situation, is because we literally watching slavery be reenacted just in an updated form. Yeah. In terms of the lynching, in terms of the example that's being made. Breaking. And it's working again.
Right now, working.
It's working again.
Perfectly, if you ask me.
So
perfect.
That's my thoughts on the Kyrie situation. Again, as a people, man, I feel like we got a lot of work to do if we gonna affect any type of real change. Mm-hmm. But we cannot affect that change if we're not on the same page, and we have to find a way to get on the same damn page. And until that happens, we're just gonna keep repeating the same cycle. So, prayers to all parties involved, man. Been a hell of a part. We're gonna go and wrap this thing up. Y'all boys got any last words before we get up out of here?
Man, I'm coaching.
I do have 2 spots open, maybe 3 for the new year. So if anybody wants some virtual training, I'm gonna open up about 2-3 spots for y'all. I'm thinking 2 in the morning, maybe 1 in the afternoon. But DM me, sober_fitness. Y'all know how to get at me.
That's it right there, man. New merch is on the way. Like I say, just spoke to the plug. It should be hitting y'all within about a week. So when it drop, man, support it, man. It's gonna be super, super dope. I cannot wait for y'all to see it. I'm excited.
And Patreon gets a look at it first.
Y'all might see a sweater hit the timeline Tuesday. Might if I feel like it. Yeah.
If I feel like it, it's crazy. But yeah, so it's that, and there's more content coming in different forms. I told y'all that we was gonna implement that going forward. I got some pretty good ideas, man, and you know what I'm saying? We're going to roll them out. So we appreciate everybody for rocking with us. Crusader Nation, y'all know what time it is. We're going to be back live on Wednesday night, 9:30 on YouTube. Make sure that y'all tapped in. That's 9:30 Central. Mm-hmm. Make sure that y'all tapped in with us, man. We want to see y'all in the chat. We want to see leaves all through the chat and, talking shit, showing love, man, like y'all always do. I think that's all I got, man. I say, and until next week, man, it's love.
Goddamn me.
She was just there for the season.